You're about to watch another episode of The Dungeon Run, but did you know that you can actually be part of the adventure? When you tune in live on Wednesday nights at 6 p.m. Pacific time, you can make your voice heard and help determine the fate of our adventurers. We hope to see you there.
Greetings and welcome to The Dungeon Run, a live tabletop role-playing game where your interactions help tell the tale. And a special hello to everyone watching live for the first time. Hello. I am Lord Erban, Keeper of Secrets, and your host for tonight's campaign. Together, we stand witness as our intrepid adventurers face terrible danger and most certain doom in their quest for glory, valor, and most importantly, treasure. Throughout our time together, you will be called upon to help guide decisions made within the game. In addition to our live chat interactions, those that are brave enough can purchase one of 7 unique digital items. If you love the show, you could show love. When you buy Show Love, Jeff will see it and may read your name out during the game, showing you some love. Get it? And of course, you could show love to any member of the team. Ugo saves Lily, show us some love. Fahima roasts some enemies, show them love. You get the idea. It's those simple gestures that are so thoughtful and mean the most. Also, you could bestow upon the adventuring party the gift of advantage, the ability to roll a pair of 20-sided dice at once and take the highest. Or for those of you that feel the players have had it too easy, you could set the trap of disadvantage. If a player has advantage, this disadvantage will counter it. And if the player does not have an advantage, well, they will roll a pair of 20-sided dice and take the lowest. After all, life is pain. Or perhaps you'll want to be the wind at our adventurers' backs and allow them to draw from the Force of Good deck. Or, to add an even greater challenge to the adventure, you could purchase a Force of Evil card. When you buy one of these digital items, please specify which player at the table it is for, or I will make the choice for you. Got it? Good. But that is not all. Please remember, it's on you. You can purchase an IOU, and each time you do, it will light a Force of Good candle. And when the goal of 20 candles is reached, a Force of Good card will be awarded to a random member of the team. Ooh. Now, if at the end of tonight's adventure, there are candles still lit, they will carry over to the next show. And yes, please just disregard, as per usual, Milo's ball. We don't know how it got back on the shelf. I have a feeling it was that little rascal. So much sugar on that Halloween. Just leave it alone. Trust me, it's bad for the party and for me. Nothing more to be said there. Also, you have the power to submit your idea for a Force of Good or a Force of Evil card, and we might use it on the show. Head over to thedungeonrun.fandom.com to submit. You can upload your fan art there as well. And to those who have already submitted, I see you, and I thank you. And we have shirts! Yes! Dungeon Run shirts! Look it. I love them. The Dungeon Run logo. Rosy Cheeks Pub and Davern Hall. Meep lives! I Am Human, the Pirate Disguise shirt. And my personal favorite and everyone's favorite throughout the universe, Lord Ereban's Dungeon Run. Look at how handsome those tentacles are. And, wait, hold on, more, yes? Life is pain. All fails for Jorrel. let the dice roll. Yes, you see, the whole crew is there. And respect to the candles and the Candle Queen. Head over to thedungeonrun.fandom.com to purchase your Dungeon Run shirts. Now, let's meet our brave souls, the cast of characters. Please welcome Katie Michaels as Lily Dumblestock.
Hey!
Yes. Ronald Ogden as Uggo.
I'm a clamberjack and I'm okay.
I love when you sing. Jessica Lynn Parsons as Fahima Tiger.
Meep.
Beep. I just said beep, you said meep. That was fun. Jared K. Jack as Civ Red Thistle.
No more furry costume. Sorry, guys.
I loved it, and so did everyone else. And of course, our dungeon master, the man himself, the myth, Mr. Jeff Conato.
Ereban! How's it going, my friend?
I love you, Jeff, more
I
than
love you.
ever. You look great, as
Thank
per usual. As the journey continues, I, Lord Ereban, will be joining you in your social conversations around the game. So keep an eye out for my avatar and comments. And before we begin, I have a favor to ask of you. It would give me great pleasure if you would share the show. Just click below and let all of your admirers and adventurers know that you are watching The Dungeon Run. Now, keep the comments coming. Be ever vigilant. And let the dice roll!
How's it going, everybody? Well, almost everybody. We are without...
We have Uggo, mini Uggo.
We are without James. We got two mini Uggo.
Yeah, now we got two in a party.
Welcome, everybody that is watching. Welcome, watchers for the first time. We're so excited to have you. Shall I catch everybody up?
Yeah.
All right.
Actually, I think I have a solution for missing Morgan, if that's okay.
Really?
Yeah.
Eldritch Blast!
Is that James Sakis?
This is Sock James.
When did you make that?
I made it this morning when I found out James wasn't going to be here.
You know what? I can't tell the difference.
Oh my God.
Jeff, I want to summon darkness and then walk into it.
All right, let's go to the secret room.
All right, let's
The socket room, I guess it would be. Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. Well, Morgan,
even got
you
the
are missed.
stubble and the glasses.
You were missed
I
by
don't-
me. Maybe.
Remember
miss you,
Morgan
Morgan?
had such rosy lips.
What do you mean?
You always have
Yeah,
that.
that's his beard?
This is his stubble, and that's his lips.
What's inside of his mouth?
Yeah.
Why is it
I
all
just-
yellow?
Yeah. Well, that's just so you
you
can
s-
tell the difference between his lips and the inside.
Just drank a bunch of lemonade?
Yes, I've been sipping on some mead.
Oh my God.
That's what Uggo said.
This should be totally normal. Totally
Just do
fine.
the whole show like this.
You know what? If you're watching for the first time, this is how it always is.
Welcome.
All right. Let's catch everybody up, shall we?
Oh my gosh.
That was profoundly strange.
Sounds strange. No one knew that he was doing that.
Not at all.
That's a Jared specialty, I think.
Yeah, it was very
I
simple.
might bring him out again at some
You never
point,
know.
just in case.
All right. It started as a simple dungeon run. Just a quick looting of an abandoned dragon's lair, but nothing has been simple for these five adventurers since they discovered the Secret Keeper's amulet there. An artifact of the Ariat Age. The amulet is a powerful magic item that can crack through the barrier between realities and allow you, the watchers of the time stream, to make your presence felt here in Ain. It also seems to be the key to deciphering the history of the Wardens, Ain's ancient protectors, who have been disappearing, captured by a mysterious enemy. Using the amulet, our team has been tracking down and freeing those Wardens one by one. A group of wizards known as the Natural Order have been assisting in this endeavor. Most recently, an excitable young wizard by the name of Cornelia the Clean, who has been on the trail of a shadowy figure known as Calcutta Theed, the Ashen Mage. Pursuit of the Ashen Mage led Cornelia to Winkburgh, a town that sits on the intersection of several trade routes and is famous for free and bustling commerce. That is, until the Duke of Winkburgh abruptly retreated into his residence, taking the entire townsguard with him. As a result, the area fell into lawlessness. with roving gangs disrupting the once reliable trade routes and forcing many citizens to flee. Upon arriving at the outskirts of town, our team ran into one of these gangs, the Flock, a band of thieving marauders riding giant flightless birds called achairai, which are capable of secreting a thick, dark cloud of toxic smoke. The Flock was only dissuaded from attacking our heroes when Civ handed their leader 250 gold. Inside Winkburgh proper, the situation was no less dire. But the team was able to strike a deal with the bartender of a local tavern, the Wink and the Smile, for secured transport of Lily's mother and sisters eastward to the coast, so they might safely return to Bingle once again. The team also made contact with the Duke's right-hand man, Preet, and the Duke himself, who, it turns out, was transformed into a duck by the Ashen Mage herself. The Duke begged the heroes to investigate the tower that she had been staying in to search for clues that might reveal a way to return him to his natural form. So, investigate they did, climbing the 4-story spire and battling the magical abominations they encountered along the way. Those creatures included suffocating smoke monsters born from the extracted smoke glands of the achairai, and a hideous hodgepodge, a shambling monster cobbled together from severed limbs and decaying scraps of the dead. But the team also found much to inform their quest. The topmost floor of the spell tower had been transformed into some sort of observatory, with a perplexing model erected in the center and an enormous telescope mounted at the window, pointing ominously toward the volcano that bellows and burns inside the Nelrim mountain range, Sky Scorcher Peak. Further inspection of the mage's domain revealed letters written to and by Calcutta Theed, a variety of experimental new spells, including some that rely on the abhorrent practice of necromancy, and a magically locked strongbox, which seems to impart a strange sensation to anyone who touches it. As we ended last week, the team decided to leave the tower and return to the Wink and the Smile, so as not to miss the agreed-upon meeting time with the bartender and ensure that the 1,500 gold they gave him was coin well spent. James used his sending spell to request Cornelia bring the Dumblestucks with her to rendezvous at the tavern. But what we didn't see last week was that James cast sending a second time, making contact with Hermel Fesh, the scholar of Nightstone Abbey. In hearing a description of the Mage Tower, Fesh requested exact information about everything on display there. And so, James volunteered to stay behind at the tower, to study the spells he found etched in stone and take detailed notes, while the rest of the team rushed to make their date at the Wink and the Smile. So that is where we will pick up this week. You have all left the tower. We are quickly approaching night here. It is dusk, and you have agreed to be back in 24 hours to meet with the bartender at the Wink and the Smile.
Anytime you want to do like a cut scene with Sock James.
I'll keep that in mind.
Just let me know and I'll bring it out.
Meanwhile, back at the tower.
A spell!
What's this book do?
He's just like, ah! All right.
So we're at the Wink and the Smile?
Yeah. I mean, if that's where you guys want to go, I mean, you have left the tower. First, I want to say we got some show loves already from the wonderful watchers of the time stream. The Wookiee King, Mr. Listos, Iwatori, Grim-Fated, Ugo Dumbthistle, and more. Thank you for those balloons. We appreciate them. We also got a Force of Good for Fahima.
Yay!
This comes from Mickey Wolf 19.
Thank you, Mickey Wolf. 19. Okay. Ooh,
What is it?
This is 4 magic users, so good thing I got it.
Sweet.
Arcane Comprehension, viewer submitted. After finding so many new spells in other spell books, you have been fed up with the amount of time it would take to learn all of them.
She just squeed, I think. I think that was a squeed.
That was an internal squeeze.
But the amulet has decided to give you a break and grant you temporary power to immediately and permanently learn one new spell you have found or will find after reading it once.
Wow.
Cool. Yeah, there's a lot to choose from.
Amazing. Yay!
Yeah. Wizard.
I feel like you're about to cry.
Well, I was just saying, like, it's gonna take so many resources, but Now it won't take so
one
many
fewer.
resources.
Yay! Oh, that's such a good one.
All right.
So what time of day is it once we leave the tower and start heading back to the Wink and the Smile?
I mean, it is getting toward dusk. You know, it's like 4
really?
or 5 o'clock. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's about the time that you were in the Wink and the Smile yesterday. So it has been roughly 24 hours right about now.
So we're probably booking it over there.
And we're meeting my family there because James did send the.
Right.
Yeah, Cornelia agreed to bring your family with her from the camp where they had been staying safely inside her bubble.
Right. After we get your family to safety, what do you all want to do? Are we going back to the Duke?
Well, we probably should check in with him, yeah?
Right, but we don't know how to cure his ailment.
Don't forget you have this letter that you found.
Right.
Well, in the letter it says something like, speak the words that were inside you. So I think maybe we should question him a bit more on
Yeah,
that.
maybe he has more information that will help us
Because
solve
I
it.
think we need the key, right? We have the cipher, but we need
Right.
some way to figure out what the
not
symbols
very good with riddles, I'm afraid.
Did he
that's-
eat his own words?
What?
Maybe.
Did he
could have
eat
eaten
his
something.
own words?
Oh,
Speak words inside you.
You
if
mean he
ate
said
words.
said something to the mage and she cursed him by making him eat his own words? Is that what you mean?
That's not what I was thinking.
Oh.
But that actually makes a lot more sense. No, I was thinking like he wrote a letter and she was upset and so he ate it.
Oh.
Like, because he didn't, maybe she made him eat it.
But we need something that has a key on it.
That would be a weird move.
She's a weird maid.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm not ruling it out.
That thing that we fought up there was weird looking.
Yes.
Maybe
And
he-
we do still have this chest.
Right.
Yes. Oh, right. Yes.
How big is the chest again?
Yeah, that's about the size it is. It's smallish. It doesn't weigh more than 20, 25 pounds.
Is it still tingling?
Yeah, I mean, when you touch it, it has a strange sensation. It
Oh. Can I hold that?
Yes, if you want to. Just be careful.
Is it?
Yeah, it
Strange.
just feels odd. It's not. I wouldn't say it is even scary or disturbing so much as it just like has a hum to it.
How heavy is it?
It's about 20, 25 pounds. It's not super heavy.
Don't break it.
I was gonna throw it as high as I could in the air and see if it.
Well, there might be something inside that's fragile.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And we've already been in trouble several times for destroying things we weren't supposed to.
That's true.
What are you talking about?
The clams.
Could I do an Arcana check on it to see if I can just
Absolutely.
try?
You have advantage, in fact, from Ella Simnire.
Thank you, Alison Nair. 20, not natural.
It's definitely magical, and it seems to be magically locked. It seems like it's something that is sealed tight and not. I mean, we already had last episode. Civ tried to pick it,
And it broke.
was unsuccessful.
Right.
Yeah, and it definitely seems to be sealed with a magical spell.
Do you know how to remove magic from something?
Fortunately, I can only counter it. I can't dispel it.
You mean like as it's being cast?
Yeah.
I see. Maybe Cornelia knows how to remove the magic from it.
Yeah. I think we could ask her when we get there.
Yeah.
Sure.
Perhaps we should not display the trunk as we walk into town.
Right.
I'd tuck it away. Or actually, no, I'm sorry, you're carrying it.
Yeah,
I'll go make
it's pretty big. How am I gonna hide this?
Can you tuck it into your jacket?
Totally not there.
Put it in the lily saddle.
I like this idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, I try to like.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's probably
Like a hump
very.
now.
I mean, it probably weighs not too much differently than
Yeah.
Lily, and you
Right.
put it, on its end in the bag. I mean, it still looks like you're wearing a chest on your
on
back.
my
but I
back,
don't know.
yeah.
You can throw it.
Totally can't see it.
Yeah, I mean, let's just hope.
We can, I'll put like a cloak or something over the top of
Yeah.
it so it's not just,
Wow.
you
You
know.
look really tall now.
We got the candles all lit from the community, so let's find out how that works out. I will roll a 5, which means it's Lily, and that is a. Oh no, wait, sorry. Bring it to you. Right here.
Thank you.
Yep.
Bless Blanana. Substitute blan.
Easy for you to say.
I can't even read this. Bleflanata substitute DM. Viewer submitted.
Bleflanata.
Bleflanata.
Okay, got it.
Bleflanata.
Yeah.
That's a really good name.
Thank you.
Make Jeff re-roll any one roll Jeff does. Attack roll, saving throw, ability check, etc. And say, oh no, Bleflanata. Clearly you missed the dice.
Nice. That's pretty powerful.
It's a reference to another one of my podcasts.
I
But
like the phrase, make Jeff re-roll any one roll Jeff does. It feels like a Dr. Seuss.
I will not roll it in a car. I will not roll it very far. All right.
Candles. Thank you.
Awesome.
Candles.
So that was from the candles,
Yeah.
the community. Right. So now you have a chest
Yeah.
tucked into your saddle with a cloak over it.
Yeah.
And you guys are
Moseying on
down.
Yeah.
okay. So you make your way away from that nicer area, past the Duke's mansion again, toward the. You know, the town kind of works in a column, and you come closer to where you entered the first time of Winkburgh, and you arrive again at the Wink and the Smile, and open your way into what is again an empty saloon with one guy behind the bar, and he looks up at you. He goes, "Oh, you came back."
Yes, and we did not drink any of the port.
I hope you give it back to me. I'd like to see it.
Do you have the travel arrangements?
I do. I wasn't sure I'd ever see you guys again, but
You got a little waylaid, but we're here.
Yeah, blood oath. You made one of those, so I'm coming back. Yeah.
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 He takes those very seriously.
I remember.
Yeah. Yeah.
You got my booze?
Yes.
All right. And he whistles. And these two large dudes come from sort of the back room, walking. A couple of big humans that look a little bit like him walk up, and he's like, "Yeah, these are my cousins, Enos and Arphus."
Do they look anything like him at all?
Yeah, they do look a little like him.
Okay.
Yeah, a little like him. They're dark-haired.
I just couldn't tell because it was like cousins.
Yeah, I mean, you're still not sure they're cousins, but you know, I mean, you can roll an insight check if you want.
Sure.
But you do have advantage from Twinsen.
Thank you, Twinsen. That would be, with my -1, a 15.
Pretty good.
It's plausible that they're cousins. You know, I mean, everything that comes out of this guy's mouth, you kind of,
Super shady.
yeah, a little shady. But he's a guy who, you know, he kind of doesn't have any more F's to give. You know what I'm saying? These two dudes are kind of big, burly dudes with just, you know, white smocks on.
Hi, nice to
Trousers.
meet you. I'm Lily.
Enos. Arthurs.
Oh, I can tell you were related.
Yeah, they're my cousins. Anywho, when do your transportees get here?
They should be here soon. We sent a message to them.
Yeah, right.
Is no offense, but
Yeah.
is this it?
Yeah, the plan is to get you out of town as inconspicuously as possible. We'll walk the first way, but I know a farmer that lives east of here. He's agreed to hook you up with some, hook my cousins up with some steeds, and it'll go faster from there as you head toward the
Do you have
coast.
a cart?
No, but
There's a lot of gnomes.
yeah, you said. It'll be fine, believe me. I agreed to split the 750 gold you gave me with my cousins. And
That's
they're-
not how much gold I gave you.
Perhaps we could have a.
We'll spend the gold on the transportation, and we'll get them where they need to go. Yeah, trust us.
Yeah. So
Are you going as well?
no, I'm staying behind. I gotta tend the bar and see if I can turn this place into something, you know.
Can we have a chat with you without your cousins, please?
Beat it.
Not to say it like that.
And walk it.
They seem very nice.
Believe me, they don't look like much, but they're very trustworthy fellows.
Do they know how to handle themselves in case these brigands that assaulted us attack them on their way out of town?
Listen, both of these guys stayed in Winkburgh. You know, that counts for something around here, okay? And,
Do they know how to fight?
yeah, they know how to fight. More importantly, they know how to stay out of a fight, which is what you want. And as they're talking, you hear in the front, and you see Cornelia walk in. Oh, hey, is this the place? I think we're here. Ladies, come in. And you see 4 gnomes, or beach gnomes, walk in.
Hi.
Oh, is these, this them?
Yes.
This is my family. These are the people I love the most that I am trusting you with.
Listen,
I'm gonna go close the door to the bar, and I'm gonna look outside and scan around before I shut it closed behind me.
sure, roll a
Do I
perception
see-
check. You got an advantage from Patyrus Stormblade.
Tyrus, thank you. 20. Dirty 20.
So, you know, it is Winkburgh, as you've experienced it so far, pretty calm. You get a sense, you know, it's that tumbleweed thing again. You look out, you don't see much movement. You see maybe a couple of people down an alleyway, kind of shuffling, trying to stay inconspicuous, moving in, opening a door, going through. You don't see much that is threatening.
Okay.
Listen, you paid me a lot of gold, and I appreciate you not mentioning anything to the boys, but I take that very seriously, okay? I'm not gonna do you wrong here. Those guys, they know how to stay out of trouble, and we got a friend at a farm. I think
How far is this farm?
maybe a day's travel most. And then once we get there, horses, maybe some sheep for the little ones. Maybe we'll ride them a little better on the sheep. It'll be fine. Believe me, they can get them out about the Often, and then they can get on a ferry to Bingle. This will be taken care of. You got my word on it.
Yeah, I got your blood on it.
You got my blood too.
Yeah.
And you got my booze, which is
Seems to
more
be the most
valuable than my
important thing
blood.
to you, yeah.
I also suppose if anything happens, we could tell his cousins how much we actually paid him, and then.
Well, I would prefer you did not do that.
Well, we won't. I'm just saying we have that insurance. They're safe.
Well, yeah.
I think the only thing I'm concerned about is the distance between here and the farm. Once they get to the farm and they get transportation, real transportation, I think it would be.
Well, this is why we're walking. Because you get in something fancy, who knows the kind of attention you attract around here these days. But just kind of saunter out of town, make your way out to a farm, then reassess, pack up your stuff, get on some steeds, and get going.
Okay.
Should we accompany them to farm?
I was thinking possibly, yes. I don't think we have the time to do it, but
And it might be more conspicuous if there's more of us, honestly, especially Hugo.
My family is good at traveling. They're
good at hiding.
Chipper, they're good at hiding, and they'll disguise themselves to be more run down than they are.
Yes, and we certainly don't want to cause any trouble for you. You guys have done so much for us already.
Will you just do me a favor, Mom, and if you can, send a message. I don't know how, but find a way.
Yeah. Hey, let me call the boys,
Yeah, that's-
okay?
Hey, you didn't say it was gonna be gnomes. I love gnomes. And the other way, they both run in. Hey, can I pick you up?
no.
All right, okay. Well, take good care of them, I promise.
Look, these guys are good guys, okay? We've been in Winkburgh a long time. Things have changed around here. And these guys didn't leave when they could have. They've had my back multiple times. All right? If you want to accompany them to the farm, you can do that. There's not much to gain by doing anything with your family. We got 750 gold, and that's a lot.
Yeah, that's a lot of gold.
Good.
May we, on the house, of course, use one of your rooms for a moment?
if you need to. Yeah, what are you gonna do? Go to sleep?
Perhaps.
Rest.
Or perhaps we would just like to. Well, you're not leaving tonight, are you?
No, it's up to you. You can leave whenever you want.
Isn't it safer for them to leave in the morning?
I don't know. I don't know how it works here.
It might be good to leave under the cover of night.
We can go wherever you want, but I think in dark time we walk. We get there by midday tomorrow. Yeah,
do you
midday
have-
tomorrow. Probably good. Are you sure I can't pick you up?
No, I don't. Please don't.
It might work up to that, but
Do you have torches or a lantern, or are you just going to go from Mimbri?
We've been to this farm a lot. Our cousin owns it.
Yeah,
so many cousins.
We got
Like
a lot.
your family.
We got a lot of cousins in Winkburgh.
We got a big family too. Listen, I trust you both to take the greatest care with my family. And they're strong warriors, frankly, and can help if there is a fight, and they're smart, and they can cook you a delicious meal.
That's right. We've been through a lot lately, right, girls? Yeah, Mom. I actually do want him to pick me up. Shh. We can help, and we can take care of ourselves. We took care of ourselves at the bottom of the ocean.
What?
It's a long story. Maybe we could work out a piggyback ride situation, which is a respectful pickup.
I would like that very much.
Okay.
Yeah, it's very nice.
Do you need weapons? I'm saying this to Lily's family.
I don't know. I don't want to give
Something
any
to-
weapons to the girls.
Something to defend yourself in case the brigands show up. I'd hate for you to have nothing.
Well,
I think, Lily, should we?
I have the spider poison that you gave me a long time ago, Civ.
Sure.
I could give that to you, Mom, just in case.
Okay.
It doesn't look like a weapon, so it may be a little less.
Girls, never, ever, ever take this from me, or drink it, or do anything dangerous with it, okay? You let me use it. Yes, Mama?
I pull out a couple of daggers.
How many do you
These, however, I'm going to entrust to you.
Keep buying them. I keep buying them.
You gave one to me?
Yeah.
I got a couple?
Yes.
Civ, you've now given a lot of my sister's daggers.
Yes, I know. I think it is only safe for them to have something. They can eat with them too. They're
Oh, the Dumblestucks are great with knives. We
Tiff
work
goes,
at a bar.
And I think she's like, we do knife tossing contests sometimes. She walks over and pulls it out.
They're very good with knives. Well, to the two cousins, as a gesture of my thank you that's not financial, I'll reach into my bag of flutes and give you each one.
Oh, a flute.
These are a family.
Hey, a
Will?
flute. I've always been meaning to pick up the flute.
Well, now you can. Maybe my mom can give you a little bit of a lesson during the daylight.
Oh, something to do on our long journey.
I've also found that if you ever get attacked or something like that, there's nothing that throws off an enemy more than a big musical number.
Wow, learned a lot today, I think.
Should we leave now? What do you think, Lem?
I think they should go
Up to
now.
them.
I know the dark seems scary, but I feel like it is safer, and I trust that my mom will be safe. She's smart.
Do you want me to trail them until they get out of the city?
I don't think we need to. You can if you want, but I trust
I'm-
them if they've done it many times.
I'm asking you. What do you want?
I don't think so. I want to trust them because it'll make me feel better. We know that we can trust them.
Honey,
Plus, on the bright side, you already thought they were dead, so if they die, it would be like you already had them.
That's true.
that is a bright side, Uggo.
Yeah,
Uggo and I have been working on bright sides, so.
yeah, I did try real hard. Yeah.
We always
Most
try
of
to-
the time, we just think, well, they're probably dead, so. But they're not, so it was good. Yeah.
Thank you. That's
I learned
you
that
have-
from you, Mom.
you did. That's the Dumblestuck way.
Yep.
Always look on the bright side of
Always look on
death.
the bright side of yes.
Yeah. All things.
Lily, if I may, just a moment. You and your friends saved us, and
And it sounds like you saved all of Bingle. And I'm so proud of you. It hurts me to leave you, but I know that you have lots yet to do before you reach your full potential.
Mom, I'm proud of you too.
We did what we can to survive, as we always have.
And I'm sad to see you go, but I'm excited because you know what? Now you can go back and you can help Dad and Grammy rebuild Bingle to the one we know, and then I can bring them back and show them the way the island really should be.
Well, we will welcome them back with open arms, won't we, girls?
And right by your head it goes, Phoom. She comes over and pulls it out.
I like this. Is very well balanced.
Okay.
It's just really her specialty back on Bingle.
I can see that.
Yes.
I can't tell you how many times I thought I lost you. I don't want to lose you again. So please, take care of yourself.
Will. And we'll try to find a way to send a message here and there.
Yeah.
To check in.
I will ask the farmer if he can send word back after we've made it past. Maybe that'll reach you in time.
I mean, James has this capability to where he can send a message into your mind.
Where is he, by the way?
Yes.
I thought we'd see him here.
He got a message from his...
I could bring him out if you want.
I was not very happy about leaving him behind, but I was told that we all have our own ways of handling things, and James needs to handle things, so.
James had a special request from his father figure, I suppose we should say, to collect some more information back at the tower, but we all wanted to get here to make sure we saw you off safely.
Please tell him how much it means to all of us what all of you have done. I will never, ever, ever forget the moment that his voice was in my ears saying Bingle was safe again. Okay. I love you, honey.
I love you too. This isn't goodbye. It's just goodbye for now.
I'm gonna look at the shelf. Is there any rum on the shelf?
There is, yeah. It doesn't look like very good rum.
Hey, what's
Is
the
there
name of your
anything
sister
on-
with the dagger?
Tiff?
Tiff? Hey,
The
Tiff. Take a hand axe and I throw it in the wall. Take that with you. Sorry.
It's heavy.
Well balanced. Throw, same strength, more damage.
I think that's enough weapons for them.
I'll walk over and lay my hand on the wall and try and mend it.
Oh, nice. The wood actually fuses back together and the grains reconstitute into a solid piece of wood.
Sigh.
We do have a couple of cards and some love. Mickey Wolf 19, Russian Sasha, Hail Yourself, C, White Tiger Angel, Beard Me Strength, and others all sending us wonderful love. We appreciate that, the balloons. And a couple of cards. We have a Force of Good for Civ, and a Force of Good for Fahima.
Oh.
Who's it from?
Yours, Civ, is from Alwakaria? Alwakaria. And Patyrus Stormblade is yours, Fahima. Alwakaria?
Stormblade.
Alwalkeria.
Alwakaria. Okay. 400 malls, no, 200, okay? Viewer submitted. The amulet has learned the art of the haggle from Lily and Uggo. Get an item you're purchasing for half the original price. Wow, that would be...
Too late.
Dang it.
What was yours?
Mine's called Poison of Procrastination. A vial of poison appears from the amulet, which you must apply to your weapon now. I'm guessing spell? Well, I'll read the rest of the card.
You have a dagger, right?
Yeah. But I
Please
never
don't
use
give it to my sisters.
Your next attack with that weapon will deal an extra 1d4 poison damage. If you go an entire combat without using your weapon, its damage will increase by an additional 1d4.
Wow.
And you may continue this up to a maximum of 5d4 extra damage.
Yeah.
So I guess
You might be the best person in the world
yeah, I
with
could
this card.
just never use my dagger because why would I? And then just
And then all of a sudden you have
throw it when it's 5d4.
amazing dagger.
All of a sudden you have a weapon better than mine.
Well,
for one attack.
5d4?
Yeah, but still, yeah. Yeah, 5d4.
So are you doing your dagger with that?
It's literally my only weapon.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay, cool.
So your dagger is infused with
With
poison, I believe it is.
cool. Thank you, Patyrus
Oh, that's
Stormblade.
cool.
Yeah, I mean, if either of these two guys got it, it would have been something where you can't use your weapon for a while.
Immediate, yeah.
Pretty awesome. All right.
Would you like a bottle of anything for your trip? I'm saying this to Lily's mom.
Oh, that would be lovely.
Anything in particular? I see some rum there.
Yeah, that's not good. I'll tell you what. Give her the bottle of Biorodonza Reserve.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
You have a heart.
Oh, stop it. I'll take it back right now.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry, you don't have a heart? I'm sorry. Okay, I will quiet.
That's very, very nice of you.
Are you really gonna let us take it?
Not for you. Or you.
All right, now you don't have to be like that.
I think you'll find that the Dumblestucks are great at thank you gifts, and hopefully they'll return some bingle rum to you, which is good rum.
Very good.
Yes.
Hey, I have an idea. When you get home, why don't you establish a trade route with him?
Well, you know, historically, Winkburgh and Bingle, a lot of the goods that got to Bingle came through here before, but I don't know, you know? We got bad times here.
Well, if the cousins go all the way to Bingle, they can talk to my father and my grandmother and see if there's something we could work out.
Hey, Lem, can we stay in Bingle for a while? Yeah, I wanna ride the crab.
Carla.
You guys really need to go.
All right.
I'll hand the bottle of port over to Lily's mom. It's very nice.
None for you girls.
I think she knows.
This is Mama's.
Perfectly role played right there, Jeff.
Got a little spider paws.
Don't mix them up. Do not mix them up.
Yes. If you don't mind, we'd still like a room for the night.
For the night?
You're kind of
Well,
pushing your luck here now.
For a little while. I just need to
Well,
speak.
if you had more guests, I'd be happy to play for them, but there's no one here.
Right.
Well, what about a farewell song?
Yeah, we'd like to hear it.
You know, the Wink and the Smile used to be a pretty happening spot. We used to have all manner of bards in here, but
Nobody in here now.
has been a long time since we've heard any decent music. So, if you would like to play, we would like to hear it. I find myself liking you people.
Sorry if that annoys you. Well, I didn't really, sorry, Mom, write you a farewell song, but I do have a song that maybe would be a good memory of a little bit of our journey together.
Darling, I would love to hear it.
Yeah, we would too, sis.
Is that your book of songs?
Book of songs.
There's so many.
Okay. Well, I'll say that this is good for you to know, too, what my mom has been through. We had quite an adventure under the sea, and though it was a little bit grim, I tried to make it upbeat. Got my flute out. Down below, we did go to save the warden Inferno. He was snuggled by a kraken tight, trying real hard to take his light. Down below to save the warden Inferno. Surprised to find my mom and sisters there. Seemed to be packing body bubbles like they didn't care. But first impressions were not right. Turns out they're just trying to survive the night. So we made a plan and we jumped into the fight. Invisible, we snuck through the kelp. We quickly realized that would not help. So Fahima tried some missile action. James almost died, but then froze that kraken. Well, Uggle and Civ, they got to punching and stabbing. In comes a grumpy lizard man. Riding on a snake because he can. He told us all to bend a knee, but to that offer we did not agree. But I gotta say, I appreciate him asking. So down below, we did go to save the warden Inferno. So that kraken's brain he did divide. The lizard man returned to the night. And as for us, back to the surface we go. Continuing to save the Ein we know. Woo!
Your sisters turn and look up at the two large men and go, all of that's true.
That's what they went through, so I think this journey in the night should be a piece of cake.
You actually saw a warden?
Yeah.
Yeah, I touched one.
A few actually.
Punch a kraken, too.
Well, thank you for gracing my establishment with song once again. It's been too long since we heard a jaunty tune in the wink and the smile.
Yeah, it's a bit dark, but tried to make it upbeat.
You succeeded.
Good enough for a room.
Good enough for a room.
I can clean it a bit. If that'll help.
I wouldn't turn that down.
Are we leaving now then?
I think so.
All right.
Hug each of them. Goodbye, Mom. Give her a kiss. Goodbye. Bye.
It's like a bunch of puppies hugging each other, like small little beach gnomes, like all over each other, hugging. And the whole time this is happening, Cornelia the Clean is in the back, like looking at the dusty tables and dusty things, and just listening quietly in the back. And the two large men, Enos and Arphus.
You got everything you need?
Yeah, I think we do. And you see them walk out, and one last time your sisters and walk out and look back at you, and then your mom stops in the doorway and looks back at you, and she goes,
Oh.
and that's it. That's the last time you see her for a while. All right, you guys can take your pick of rooms. There's only 4, but I ain't got any of the clientele right now, so knock yourself out.
Okay. Thank you. Do we need keys?
Yeah, there you go.
Figure speech.
Which room? Here, just take these ones.
Thank you.
And
Not that I need the keys, but thank you.
funny. And up the stairs in the Wink and the Smile, the second floor is a number of rooms, 4 rooms. And they are a little run down, a little unkept. Dusty, Cornelia is walking behind you, trying not to touch anything as she walks up, and she says, I very much enjoyed talking to your mother and sisters for the short period in which we conversed, but they elucidated me on a number of topics. It was quite an enjoyable experience. You have a wonderful family.
I love them.
And you open the doors.
Is there anything like a lantern or anything inside to?
Yes, very much so, yeah. I mean, it's a, even in this state, Winkburgh is a place where you could stay and have a pleasant evening. I mean, it's not as clean and comfortable as it once was, as it would probably be at the height of the trade, where people are coming and going all the time. But it's certainly comfortable enough, and you find, accommodations.
Is there a table in the room?
There is a table.
I'll spend about 30 seconds cleaning, I guess 20,
Casting
20
prestidigitation.
square feet of prestidigitation, yeah.
Sure. And actually, Cornelia is doing the same.
Great, working in tandem.
In tandem, yeah. Oh, thank you very much.
As soon as we clear the door in the door's cloth, pull the chest out and go, slam it on the table, and Cornelia, we can't open that.
We found it in the wizard's tower, and we've determined that we'll need a spell such as Dispel Magic to open it.
It makes you feel strange when you touch it.
Yes, be very careful if we would love your help, but just be very careful.
Of course, you got this from the Ashen Mage's
tower.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Okay.
As she gets closer to it, I pull them all out for safety's sake.
I really should bring this back to camp with me, and there are a few books I'd like to consult before I lay my hands on this.
It's just that we promised the Duke that we were going to help him with his situation, and we're hoping that there's going to be something in here that could help us unravel that riddle.
I understand.
Oh, did you show it to her?
No, did you want me to?
You should.
You probably should, yeah.
I'll show her this.
The letter.
Yeah.
Oh my. In the hand of the Ashen Mage herself?
Yes. Yes, I believe so.
What are all those symbols?
Well, we're hoping that there's some sort of key in the chest so we can figure out.
Yes,
make
of course,
sense
that would follow, would it not? I'll tell you what, if you want to stay here tonight, I can bring the chest to my camp and work on it there. Or we can all go together in the morning and I can attempt to do it at dawn's early light. The choice is yours.
Guess I assumed she'd be able to do it right away.
Well, I'm happy to try, but I think I need to consult with some materials that I have in my belongings at my camp.
Mama, human mama used to do that a lot. She said I could do a thing, and then 7 days later, she did it.
Well, we don't really have 7 days.
Well, I don't know how long it will take. I don't know if I'll even be able to do it. I need to analyze this chest and find out what exactly the magical device is that is keeping it closed.
Should we go back to the camp tonight?
We could?
Yeah, we could.
We could. We're leaving James in the tower, and we're also not really updating the Duke on our progress, but...
Well, how far is the camp?
Well, either way, we're not really if we're
Or
staying here.
should Cornelia go to the camp and then we go to the Duke?
I don't know.
I don't think it would be prudent to go to the Duke before we open this, just in case there is something we could utilize.
Right. I don't like the idea of leaving her alone with the chest in the camp. In case something goes wrong, no one will be there to help her.
Right.
So I guess we're stuck going to the camp then. And because we are short on time, we should probably just do it now.
Yeah.
Well, we can leave a note
Right.
with Lem.
With the bartender?
Yeah. So
All
if
right.
James shows up, at least he knows where we are.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't,
Neither of you can do what James does, can you? With the thing in the head?
not with him that far away.
I could scream.
It might draw attention.
It needs to be inside the head.
Yeah, I gotta think about that one.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go to the camp. Leave a note.
We've got a force of good from Thackeray Binks, which is top 10 name,
Yes.
by the way. This goes to Lily.
True story.
Thank you.
A girlfriend of mine once got a cat and didn't know what to name it. And she had never seen Hocus Pocus.
Yeah.
And I was like, you should name it Thackeray Binks. She did, because we watched Hocus Pocus and she named it Thackeray Binks.
Nice.
We also got some love from Roanoke.
Wow, we needed that force of good this episode.
I honestly think
Ronahay, Arto Kuhn, Atheist Dad, Dresden Dark, Kai Buck. And I got all of those right.
Yeah, you did.
Okay, I got mischievous tactics. Roll a d20, viewer submitted. Roll a d20 in the box immediately and write the value on this card. You can use this value for any single future roll instead of rolling, or may apply it to an enemy before they roll.
Nice.
Roll in the box. No, roll in the box.
Oh, yeah.
Roll in the box. Roll
I never
In the
roll in the
box.
box. I don't even know how to do it. Okay. Ooh, a 16.
16, not too
That's
shabby.
good.
Not bad.
Writing it on my
I'll take that.
Useful.
Can she add her modifier to the roll?
Well, it would be
Using it?
whatever the time that she uses the roll for. If she's using it for something that would add a modifier, then yes, she would.
Nice. You got a +8 modifier or something. That's
Yeah. Oh, I do.
Ugh.
16. Okay.
All right, so I'm sorry. What did we decide we were? Oh, you read your card. What did we decide we were doing?
I think we're going to the camp.
The camp.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we're leaving a note for James, or I could. Want me to.
I can talk directly
Yes. Could have a whole scene where I go.
Yeah, you could go
Yeah.
back and hang out with him.
I, go,
Yeah, I'm
I could go in the
30
tower.
minutes,
Put a
and
veto on that one.
have a little- no?
I don't even think you would need me. It's just
That's
a
not-
You, right?
Morgan's gonna kill me.
All right. So with Cornelia, you guys go back to the camp, and night is falling at this point. But you reach the camp just as the sun sets, and Cornelia gets back to her things. Oh my goodness! Yes, please, can you place it here in the center of the camp? Oh my. That is quite the conundrum. And she goes back into her tent. You see books flying, things that you hear scraping of things and opening of things, shuffling, looking back. She's like,
Oh, yes, definitely. I'll have to look at the third volume of...
This might be an inappropriate time to ask this, but she speaks a lot of words I don't understand. Is she using common?
Yes, she's just speaking very fast.
As she does this, I'm gonna start making this, which is my key to all the symbols.
Oh my goodness, look at someone did her homework. Well, apple for teacher.
It should just be laminated.
If we did inspiration in this game, you would have earned an inspiration point. So.
I made a whole sock puppet.
Yeah, I know, but her thing.
Throw down.
That's the game.
Yours is just something.
I see how it is.
Amazing. Okay, so this takes a while. I mean, you guys have some time as she's searching for things, bringing them out, thumbing through books and looking, and she's sweating, and she's trying to stay clean as much as she possibly can. There's at least 3 or 4 times where she changes her gloves and throws them into a bag, pulls out new gloves, puts them on, looks at it, touches it, and this is quite a long period of time here. I mean, you guys it's like approaching an hour. It's getting very dark. You light some torches. Or some, a lantern here. You're at the camp.
I'm going to attempt, once I see it's taking her that long to do it, I'm going to attempt to cook. So I'm assuming there's a campfire or something.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, as you saw, it's a pretty large encampment for one person. It's because she magically created it. And so it does have a lot of accoutrements you wouldn't normally find, at a single person camp, but it certainly has a campfire and you can cook some food.
Okay. What are you making?
It depends. Do any of you have anything on you that I could use to put in? I was thinking some sort of stew.
I have basilisk tongue.
Copper tail.
Anything that's not monstrous?
Nope, that's the only thing I keep. I can't eat humanoids, so.
I'll take the nuts.
The nuts?
Yes, I could at least roast those.
Oh, I got a ration.
Right, I have rations. I just meant anything above and beyond.
Forage around for some root vegetables or something like that.
Sure.
I could kill a rabbit.
Sure.
I can conjure whatever you like, but it'll disappear in an hour.
Right, we can.
I mean, if we eat it, we'll be full, but then an hour later, we'll be not full.
I've done it before. It's quite unsatisfying.
Yeah.
But nice when you're actually eating it.
I'm gonna look around. Does Cordelia have any?
Cordelia, yeah.
Cordelia?
With an N. Cornelia.
Cornelia.
Yeah.
Cornelia.
Okay. Does she have any foodstuffs?
Yeah, she's got plenty of, mostly rations, but there's some grains, and she doesn't have any dead animals.
It doesn't have to have meat.
Yeah.
Yes, it does.
She does have, she has berries and, she's got some nicer things that you would eat that are more dried foodstuffs, but they're in the nicer variety. It's not all sort of bland grain products.
All right.
Put some rice in there and then make a broth.
Yes. Very well. Did you want to help me?
Sure.
All right.
I'll go as fascinated by what she is doing.
Okay.
He's trying not to get in the way
as
best he can, because clearly she doesn't like dirty stuff.
Right.
But it's kind of like,
yeah.
What?
You see her making really intricate hand gestures and saying things that don't sound like they are English, or common. And she's concentrating and then rushing around. She's not really paying you much mind.
Yeah.
But she's,
I mean, that's fine. He's dialed into what's happening here.
And then at a certain point, you just hear, bang! And you see her looking at the thing, and all of a sudden she goes,
What?
Like she shrank?
Yes.
Whoa.
Like how?
Cornelia,
How small?
are you okay? What's
Like
happening?
a size smaller, like
gnomish size small.
not quite that much, but like a foot
Gotcha.
smaller.
What happened?
I believe I triggered a trap.
Do you need assistance?
Her clothes are loose on her.
Are you all right?
I believe it might be unlocked now.
She runs into the tent. You hear lots of movement in there as she's scrambling, trying to look for something to.
Do you want to go look into a look.
Uncle opens the chest.
Well,
I've just been zoned in on her, and she goes, "Bang! I think it's open now." Okay.
Okay.
I've been waiting.
A couple of things happen.
Oh no.
That you flip the chest open, it goes funk, and a giant beam of sunlight shoots out of it up to the sky, like somebody turned on a spotlight in the night. It is going up to space, you know, and as soon as, it is brilliant, bright, focused out of the center of this thing.
It's conspicuous.
Yeah, to say the least. And also, something leaps out of it with wings and claws and roll initiative.
I only have. I used up all my spell slots except for my arcane recovery.
You guys do have advantage on your initiative rolls. Civ, you have advantage from Beard Me Strength. Fahima, you have advantage from Mickey Wolf 19. Uggo, you have advantage from Snake Master, but it has been blocked with disadvantage by Grim Faded. And Lily, you have advantage from the Brush of Tea, but it has also been blocked by Grim Faded. Grim Faded, blocking some
Awesomes
people.
don't count on initiative, right?
What's that?
Awesomes don't count on initiative, right?
I mean, it gives you a nice initiative roll. But
And nat ones don't give you anything on initiative, right?
Did you roll a 1?
I did roll a nat one.
gives you a not
I mean,
so
it
nice
makes
initiative
sense.
roll.
Cool.
Like you just opened the Ark of the Covenant.
And you don't want to immediately smash it, right? Because you just had that lesson.
Yep.
So you're gonna hang back for a second.
I mean, we'll see.
I just mean as in not going first.
Yes.
Is this still that? No, it isn't. I don't know where they wanted me to put it. We'll put it right there.
Get 6, 12, 18 seconds.
Okay,
Got it.
so we have Cornelia the Clean is inside a tent. You guys are around.
Do you have a mini for her?
I do.
Excuse me.
I'll guess
smaller
that
now.
Lily and I were over by the campfire because we were cooking.
I don't think that means what you think it
Were you
means.
rubbing shoulders?
Oh yeah, big time.
Actually, your
Where are
shoulders
you
popped
at?
in.
Where are you at?
I was up by Cornelia in the trunk.
And where's the trunk at?
I had a trunk.
You have a trunk mini?
Probably place it on the
Sort
table.
of right on the table there.
Where's the fire? Here?
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
Ooh.
Love it.
This one. Just kidding.
Okay, and so out of the trunk, something with wings flies directly up into the air. Flies up in the air.
Is it that big?
Yes.
Wow.
It seems impossible that would have even fit in there.
Right.
And meanwhile, this giant beam of light. Actually, this thing's.
Is the giant beam of light still shooting out of the chest? Oh wow.
Yes. We also have a couple of cards that we'll do right now. We have a card for Civ from Fragment of Heart Soul.
That's a new one. Thank you, Fragment.
And a Force of Good from Joker 38 for Lily.
Oh, thank you.
Ow!
So I circled it on my
It's my knee.
bubbles.
I don't need it.
It might.
No more injuries, Jeff.
Yeah, no kidding, right?
Can I read?
You may.
Spirit of Bingle, viewer submitted. You feel the spirit of Bingle flow through you. Grants 1 bardic inspiration to everyone.
Whoa!
Wow. That's good timing.
Right now?
Yeah, so we all get a bardic inspiration.
Great.
Is it D6 or 8?
D6.
6?
Or no, hers is up to an 8 at this point. Yeah, you're right.
Nice.
And Lily, what was your card?
Delicious.
Bubble shield, viewer submitted. A magical piece of gum appears. Chew it and blow a bubble, which serves as a shield around you. The next attack against you must first pop the bubble, which absorbs half the damage. That's very nice.
You're getting all these shields made of food.
I know,
Well,
shield,
raw
bubble
meat
shield.
was not exactly
I mean, it is food.
one person's food, I guess.
Yeah. Hey. I'm not the old
certain orc's food. Okay, Civ, what is your initiative roll?
15.
Fahima?
21.
I'll go.
2.
Lily?
13.
All right. So we have Fahima, Enemy, Civ, Lily. I'll go. Okay. So
She's in the tent.
you see this winged, thin, leathery skinned creature come out of this is a small footlocker, you know, that opened up, giant beam of light, and then this thing that couldn't possibly have fit inside there crawls out of it, and wings unfurl behind it, and it flies up into the air. And it's flying, hovering in the air above you, screeching. It looks angry and scary, and it is your turn, Fiima.
Whoa, it's that high up?
Yes.
That's, how high did you say it? Like 30 feet high?
Yeah, that's what, 5, 10, 15, 20, it's probably 20, 30 feet tops, 20 feet up. We'll say 20 feet.
Ooh, okay. I am going to...
Yeah, I think it's 36.
30, yeah, it looks 30, yeah.
I'm actually going to just use my action to hide.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can duck into one of these tents if you'd like.
Uh,
To hide. I mean, if it's in plain sight of you, it probably isn't scoping you specifically out, but it might be hard to hide in plain sight if you don't want.
I guess just take cover then.
Okay.
I would like to act on the next
Do you want to ready something?
No, because I don't want to lose a spell. I'll ready, I guess. If it melee attacks me, I guess I'll attack it with my dagger. But otherwise, I don't want to waste a spell, my last spell slot on it.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay, so then the creature moves. It is going to.
I'm gonna use one of my cards on the creature's turn.
Okay.
When in combat, you can use this card to force any monster to play rock, paper, scissors with you instead of taking its turn.
Whoa!
Whoever wins performs an action based on the winning throw.
All right.
Ready?
Yeah, we 2 out of 3 or just one off? That's your call.
It's just one.
All right, let's do it. Ready? Rochambeau. Oh! Rock.
So if I win with rock, I do 1d12 bludgeoning damage to it.
Nice.
That's better than my maul.
10 damage.
Nice roll.
Nice.
Yeah.
Can I
Thank
add your
you.
bardic inspiration?
One less than
Can you add bardic inspiration to damage?
I don't think so.
I don't
but
I think it's just attack.
Yeah, I don't think you can
okay.
add to
My
damage.
bad. My bad.
Then thank you, Queso Gato.
All right, so the amulet flashes and blinks twice, and a boulder out of nowhere comes and clocks this thing. You see, it's still hovering there in the air, but it misses its turn. So now we are up to Civ. Your actual turn is up.
I have no idea what this thing is, but it doesn't look like it's happy or nice, correct?
I would say that is a fair assessment.
Making sure. Don't want to kill any more random things and get in trouble for it. Okay, then I'm gonna take out my short bow, knock an arrow, and stick an arrow into it.
Sounds good. I got a force of good from Eagle Eye 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. So I'm gonna see what that is. Ooh, wait! Before you do this, Crown of Fortification. Viewer submitted DM Force of Good. A stone crown fashioned in the style of castle battlements appears atop the head, or closest approximation thereof, of the enemy with the most hit points. Only one enemy.
Right.
It has an AC of 5 and 12 HP. So long as the crown remains on the creature, all of its allies within 20 feet benefit from the effects of stone skin, resistant to non-magical bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage.
Gosh.
Once the crown is removed, it shatters.
So does
Honestly,
it
thank
benefit
goodness.
then from it as well?
So what?
You said it's
benefits?
allies.
Yeah.
So is it?
There's only one creature.
Doesn't
so
have any allies.
It
is-
benefits from its own crown.
Correct.
Okay.
So how does that work mechanically? We have
Well,
to...
hold on though. Then that means I can reduce damage to myself because it says the same exact wording for Ancestral Guardians, and I didn't think I could target myself with Ancestral Guardians.
But this
When
is...
it's specific, I'm fine with the DM
enough.
Drew, obviously.
Fair enough.
But
Fair enough.
yeah, but specifically when it says allies,
Fair enough.
yeah,
But it would render this cart moot, would it not? Without
For the
that?
moment.
you could probably change. Right, save it.
Just
Oh,
you let us
so you're
save
gonna
ours.
save it?
Save yours.
Yeah. Fair enough.
great.
Okay.
I think I would rather just have it have stone skin.
All right, you're notching an arrow and you're fine.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot an arrow. Do I get advantage?
You do.
Yay.
From Midnight Sin. Favorite kind of sin.
I'm guessing no sneak attack, right? The 18 plus 8 is 26.
That's it.
Okay. So, pew pew. 6.
Points of damage?
Yep.
Nice.
And then after I stick an arrow in it, does it hurt it?
It does. The arrow comes and sticks in it, and you hear it It sticks right in there, and it breaks it off and throws it on the ground. You see the arrow fall to the ground.
Lily, take cover. And what are these?
These are all tents. Those are tents.
I'm gonna jump into a tent.
Okay. So we are up to,
I think it's me.
yes, Lily, and then Uggo, yes.
Okay, so I heard Ziv say take cover, and I'm gonna look at this thing and be like, uh-oh, and then this bubble gum is gonna appear.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be like, and then go into the tent.
Okay.
Wow.
And then the shield will pop around me.
You're going into this tent? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Chewing bubble gum.
Taking
You
control.
you run into the tent and you stand there right next to Civ, and Civ looks at you and you're like,
Nervous eating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
okay, Uggo is up.
I'm going to use Feel Fahima's Pain. Viewer submitted, feel the pain that only Fahima has felt, as far as we know, Civ. Choose one enemy that you can see. I choose him, the flying thing. You must make a DC 15 con saving throw, or be paralyzed
Oh boy.
until the end of their turn by the overwhelming pain of childbirth.
Rolled a 17 plus 3.
No. Good card usage though.
Sorry,
Because then
man.
he would have plummeted, and
Yeah,
then he's
would've been
so
paralyzed, and,
good.
like, automatic crit on the ground.
Yep.
Oh well, you try. You try.
Turns out he had a really easy childbirth.
So, I mean, yeah, I guess that's, is it my turn? I guess that's my turn, right?
That would be your action. You can
Yeah.
still move.
I will move 5 feet under it, so like 5 feet next to it, but under.
Also,
then-
note that there's a giant beam of light coming out of this.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
I
So
forgot.
what's actually in the chest then?
You're able to look if you like.
Yeah, I would love to look, yes.
Okay, so if you want to step up to the chest
Yeah.
and look in. So the light is brilliant and bright and shooting out of this thing. And as you look in, you see there are some papers and other materials in there, and then this thing, this looks like kind of a disc that is shooting the light up at the sky.
I'll grab the disc
Okay.
and assume. Yeah, I mean, that's all I can do. I don't really have an action left, so I'll grab the disc. And,
All right, so as you reach your hand in, I mean, the light is shooting up out of it. You're gonna take 2 points of radiant damage.
Cool.
And as you grasp it, you sort of smother the light on in your hand, and you can pick it up. It's kind of a disc-like shape that looks an awful lot like a dragon scale.
What color?
I mean, it was brilliant and glowing and golden. Yeah.
Gotcha. And I mean, obviously, besides burning my hand, is there any other like feeling or is there anything to this other than the extreme singeing of radiant light?
I mean, you feel it's sharp around the edge. It's a thin.
But nothing like internal that makes
No.
me warm or anything. Okay.
I mean, it's definitely warm. It's definitely warm on your hand.
Right,
It's,
but not like something has overcome.
Yeah, and as you grasp it,
Yeah.
you sort of extinguish the light itself. As you put your hand on it, you sort of extinguish the light.
Okay.
Does the extinguishing of the light affect this creature at all?
It does not.
Okay.
Okay. I think I'm out of turn. I'm out of
Yes,
action.
definitely. So we're back to the top of the round, which is Fahima.
Did that bad boy go?
He goes after you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he lost his action because of my
Oh,
card.
that's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Does Cornelia do anything?
That's a good question. I think she is. Fahima, you are standing at the edge of this tent. You didn't go into this tent.
No, I'm just taking cover.
She's definitely going to stand next to you and look out and comment. Did that come out of? I mean, she's smaller now. It's very strange. She's kind of in baggy clothes and she's smaller. Did that come out of the chest? What is it? I mean, you can go. You don't have to answer the question. That's about all that she's doing on her turn. She's having a day.
I'm just still navigating whether or not, where Fahima's at with this, save it or don't sort of thing.
Yeah.
Well, he said that this looks like an angry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely looks like a demon.
Plus all the other stuff we found in that wizard's tower. So, I forgot I had a cantrip that can be hurting, but I will cast I'm not used to such a short round. This is crazy.
Or we can do some sort of puppet moment if you want.
No, go. I got it.
Why would you do that?
I'm trying to help.
No,
Just giving her some time.
Come on, Fahima. Oh, God.
I was thinking.
I have another song.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Let's see.
I'm gonna cast a
Attack the
flaming sphere
Okay.
up on top of it.
All right.
Attack the creature or grapple Civ.
He's gonna come out again at some point.
Here, hand me that.
Spent too much time making him not
This
to-
guy?
Oh, cool.
Ooh.
That's pretty.
Yeah.
Probably have a correct sized one. Hang on.
All right. This Battle of the Wine's coming out.
I do.
And you're gonna do a dex saving throw.
I love it. Thank you.
You're welcome. Ladies.
Okay,
first.
dex saving throw.
Tell me when.
Oh, that's good.
All right, then.
Do have advantage on that dex saving throw from a Tyrus Stormblight. Thank you, Tyrus.
Tyrant.
Oh, rolled high. 18 plus
Yeah, that saves.
4.
But make a
Didn't even-
second roll, because I'm gonna use my bonus action to ram it into you.
Second roll was a 5 plus 4.
Okay, cool. So the first one, you'll take half damage. Second roll, you'll take full damage from 2d6.
Of course, leave it when Morgan's not here. That we're actually gonna have a hard time with the combat.
Yeah.
So
And it's range combat, Mr. Eldritch Blast.
Yeah.
half of 7, so we're on down 3, and then another 6 fire damage.
All right. So it scorches this thing. It doesn't like it. It singes its wings, and that fireball comes barreling into it. It is not happy. It is its turn, and is actually going to, as a bonus action, you see it screech and concentrate, and its eyes start to sizzle, and its fingers, there's an arcane energy that comes off of it, and all of a sudden, there's this sort of an arcane shell that emits from its skin all the way around it, the exact same size, and then that shell steps aside, and there's 2 of them.
Aw, dang it.
And now the Crown of Fortification can have a purpose.
Yes, it can.
And
It's not wearing that crown, though, right?
No, it is.
It is? You chose to wear it this time?
yeah.
Well, now there's allies.
Oh, because the ally, okay.
Yeah.
So as this happens, these are exact duplicates, and as you perceive this thing, somehow in the process of that happening, you are not quite sure which is the original and which is the duplicate.
Nice.
They, as that process happens, you don't know which one stepped out and which one stayed there.
Doesn't one of them have a crown on its head?
That's true. One of them does have a crown, but it doesn't. You don't necessarily know
Right.
if that one is the one.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
I don't know who put the crown.
So there is
Cool.
definitely
I'll just
one.
target the crown.
This one has a crown. This one has a crown. This one has no crown. And now they are both going to attack.
Oh, sorry. You know what? I actually messed up with this flaming sphere. It should only have taken the
Initial?
damage. No, the second damage when I rammed it. The initial damage, it'll take.
Initial was 3, right?
Yeah, so take off 3. Sorry
Okay,
about
no worries.
that. I was like, I feel like something's wrong about this.
Okay, so these are both going to swoop to. Everybody else is in a.
It's
Tense.
just me.
Yeah. So this one with the crown is going to swoop down and multi-attack. I'll go with some claws. I have advantage from TK421.
Dang.
That's good. I'm going to need it. Cool. That's a 19.
Yep.
To the first one. And a 16 to the second one?
Yep.
Ooh, nice. 7 points on the first one, and 6 points on the second one. Both slashing damage.
13 total?
Yep.
Are you raging? No?
Nope. Not yet.
This one is going to fly down here and just take 2 swipes.
I have some cover.
You do. It's going to actually swoop down because it saw. Well, no, you hid in there, huh? You took the hide action.
Well, no, I didn't because I didn't want to go inside the tent. I needed to see this. flaming sphere, so-
Right. Okay, so you're outside the tent. Okay, so then it is going to attack you.
Okay.
2 attacks.
Dang, it has a major flying speed, huh?
Yeah, it has a lot of flying speed. But that's probably a miss. That is a 7. And this. Oh, I have advantage. Oh, so that was a
15. Is that 15 hit?
Did you roll a disadvantage because of my cover or whatever? Or do I add to my AC because of my cover?
You took the.
I took cover. I don't know how much. I don't know.
Well,
how
it flew down to your level.
Use my action to take cover though.
Okay, yeah, if you use your action, that's right. So I'll take the first roll, which was a miss. But now the second attack, that's cocked. I do have advantage from TK421, which is a 19.
That'll hit.
That'll hit.
Yeah, my
so
AC
it's
is
only, oh, I rolled a 1. It's only 5 slashing damage to you.
So these guys are using claws?
Claws.
Okay.
So this thing swoops down and right at the entrance of this tent and takes 2 big swipes with its claws. Only one of them gets you, but it slashes at your face and you feel the taste of blood in your mouth as it cuts you.
Bad boy!
Cornelia is standing there, smaller in baggy clothes, going, "Oh my, oh my!" So we are up to Civ, and then it will be Lily Uggo.
How are you looking? Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm all right.
Okay. Lily, help Uggo and I'll help Fahima.
Okay.
Put the bow away, draw the short sword and dagger. And I'll flip out of the tent, run, jump, and try to double stab this thing in the back.
Okay.
Wow. Do you have any spell slots left?
Civ, you have advantage from Z-Man 9018.
Cool, thank you, Z-Man. So the first one will be the golden short sword. So that'll be a boop, boop, boop.
That's a golden short sword situation.
Yes, 22.
It's a hit.
Okay.
Can you remind me what Stone Skin does?
Yeah.
And then the dagger is
Pretty sure it's just twist your AC, but
You get advantage again, Sev,
Oh,
from
sweet.
the common
yeah.
beast.
Common beast? That would be a 21.
They get resistance like rage.
Okay.
Yeah, just half from slashing. Slashing.
All right, so those are both
Non-magical.
Yeah.
Non-magical.
Sneak attack on the short sword, since I'm attacking it from behind
for sure.
and such.
This is the one that does not have the crown, right? Yeah.
It's a crazy item. It's a 4th level spell. It's crazy.
12, 13, 14, plus 5 is 19 from the short sword.
Points of damage?
Yep.
Okay.
And then
So
the
we
dagger.
have-
The dagger does 3.
All right.
And do I see this stone skin on this one and the effect that it's having?
You do, yeah. I mean, you slash and you see that your dagger attack does not do the amount of damage you would expect. You see its skin is actually much tougher than you would have thought. You slash into it and it does hurt it, and it didn't even see you coming. It turns and looks at you with hate in its eyes, but the slash didn't do what you expected it would from that position.
But the short sword also didn't do much? The golden short sword?
They
both.
the golden short sword is a magical attack.
Correct.
So it does.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Cool. So Lily, then I'll go.
Okay, I'm gonna step out of the tent like 10 feet. And then, but kind of like still behind that little crate there. Like, that's fine. I'm just kind of behind the crate. And then I'm gonna cast Phantasmal Force, so it needs to make a Wisdom saving throw.
On this one?
Intelligence, 15. Yeah.
Okay. I do have advantage from Mama Hakume.
Boo.
And people are on your side today.
That's a 19.
Okay, Blef Lantana.
What did you call
me?
Blef Lanata?
Blef Blantana.
Can't say Blef Planata to save my life on the first try. I called you Blef Plantana.
Blef Blantana.
Oh, Blef Plantana.
That's my Western name.
Yeah.
Please roll again.
Roll again. Here we go. That's a 3.
Yeah!
Hey,
Mwah.
it finally worked.
Blef Blantana.
Lily's been chewing a lot of bubble gum, okay? Okay.
You've been chewing a lot of balls.
So, how tall or is that dude?
It's medium size. It's taller than you.
Yeah, but it's like 7 feet tall.
No, not even. It's
Okay.
6. Yeah.
Okay, so I can do this. So I'm gonna create a twin of him, another one.
Okay.
And it's gonna whistle at him
Okay.
like a kind of thing, okay? And then
Okay.
it's gonna approach him like sultry with like, and then what's
All right.
gonna happen is, so this roots in his mind, it's gonna approach him and
Yeah.
it's gonna hug him and embrace him so tight, okay? And then give him the longest kiss, but he can't breathe.
Okay.
Because he won't, this twin loves him too much.
Suffocating love.
How do
Yeah.
you come up with this?
I love it.
Crazy.
All right.
Katie writes down each and every nightmare just for this spell.
I dreamt I was hugging me.
So
It was
that
too
works. So
much.
how many points of damage does that take?
So it's psychic, 1d6 psychic,
Okay.
and then
You
he'll
can
have
roll
to
that.
roll again.
This thing who just slashed Uggo a couple of times turns and looks and sees the Wile E. Coyote version of it come up and just give it this big bear hug, and it's like, and its little wings get tied in, and it's like, yeah.
Two psychic damage, but it's very confused.
You don't know anything about this creature right now. It's hilarious because its kryptonite is love. It hates love. So
Really?
it's like so perfect.
She get double damage on that then?
I mean, it should.
two.
Its vulnerability is love.
More psychic damage. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, that's your turn.
Take
Yeah.
it where you can get it.
That's amazing. And we are up to Uggo, and then Fahimi will be
People love it when I do this, but I'm going to rage.
Yay.
So yeah, I'm raging.
Not because you
And
wanted
then-
to, but it's the people's favorite.
It is.
It is for the people.
I didn't
Really
want to,
it's really
but
the people's move.
people's move. Jeff, I'm going to grapple this thing
Yep.
and slam that shiny gold thing right on its forehead,
Okay.
Ooh.
but in a giant embrace. So I can reinforce her own.
Yeah, it already thinks it's being hugged. You watched. Nobody else sees the phantasmal force but the
Right,
creature. So
right,
you just
right.
watch this thing like squeeze itself and,
Yeah,
and
right.
screech out in pain,
Yeah.
and you don't even know quite what it's experiencing. But yeah, okay.
So
You're gonna try to grapple it.
yeah, I grapple it, or I could use it as a punch and to attack twice.
Sure.
Sure.
Why not?
I'll use it as a-
improvised weapon. I have advantage from Queso Gatsu on this contest of strength, but Uggo, you have advantage from Patire Stormblade, but it has been countered by TK421. So it's finally a time where I might win a strength check.
Except I'm going to use the D8 that
From the
got
Bardic Inspiration? Of
Yeah.
course you are.
Saw
Of
that
course I
coming.
am.
The first one was a 17. Second one was a 7. 17? Did you beat me?
I don't think I did.
This would be a first in the history of the show.
Yeah, really.
17.
17!
Roll off?
I mean, let's do a bad roll.
All right,
let's
cool.
do it.
Great.
Ready? 15.
Do I add my strength?
Do you want to
just
let's
straight?
just straight it up?
12.
I mean, my strength was 2. Was your strength more than going to be able to clips that?
Yeah.
Then we're just doing it straight.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So you
All right.
did not grapple it, but you can
No.
still do the
Just pat-
improvised
punch.
attack.
Cool.
Sure, for sure.
All right. So then let's. And I don't have advantage on the second one either. On the second attack.
Oh, you do from Kamikaze Reaper.
Thank you, Kamikaze Reaper. Good dude. Ugh, I cannot roll tonight.
It's all right. You got creepy Lily playing her flute of nightmares over in the corner, backing you up.
I like that.
It's gonna be a 13.
To hit?
Yes,
Will
13.
miss.
Yeah, 13.
So you've got this scale in your hand, and you try to.
I did.
You come at it, try to grapple it. It eludes your grapple, and then you try to swing at it with this thing, and you miss. But we are up to Fahima now.
I can move my fireball 30 feet. Can
Yep.
it get to this guy?
Yes.
Cool. I'm gonna ram it into that guy
All right.
with my bonus action.
Okay.
So
It's gonna hit this table.
the table?
It's gonna hit the table.
With the chest? Or
With the
just
chest.
or just the table?
Chest is on the table.
Are there going to be consequences to that?
Yeah, I'm on the
It
table.
will catch on fire.
Well, you're on top of
I'm
the
on
table.
the table. Yeah, currently.
Um,
If I get a deck save, I get advantage.
well, that's just what's going to happen then. Yeah, deck save.
Cool.
Remedy into the
Dex save for the monster too, right?
for the monster. Yeah.
I have advantage from Rodney Toxicent. And Uggo, you have advantage from Drew from T. Oh, Drew from It.
So he's rolling because it's going to set the table on fire.
Oh, I thought you would. No, yeah, I'll set the
ram
table
it.
on fire, but you don't need to do a dex save. You're not hitting the fireball's not hitting you, Uggo. Pardon me.
Yeah,
I thought you had said.
I would, if I had enough room, I would definitely try to aim it, to his butt.
Yeah,
But
okay,
you're trying to
that's fair
grapple
enough.
him.
I think we're gonna catch the table on fire, but it's not gonna be. It's
pretty big, though.
It's not gonna go up and catch Uggo on fire. Yeah, you're on the other
Okay.
side of it
Not like drift
for sure.
Okay.
I'm in it.
But I do have advantage. Ooh, that's a 17, and that's a natural 20.
Oh, yep, that's save. So take half of 6 fire damage.
Okay.
And then with my action.
So half of 6 is what you said.
half of 6, please. And then with my action,
Other
I
people
will,
would call it 3.
Yeah. I just wanted you to know that I rolled 6.
Okay.
Action, I'll cast
Morgan's
firebolt.
not here, so math isn't really.
Yeah, we're at a disadvantage for math for sure.
6. Anybody know what happened?
Half of 6.
I can text Morgan.
That'd be great.
Or I can bring out
Carry the
sock puppet
two.
if you want.
The sock puppet good at math?
It's really good at math, surprisingly. I'm
I can only count
terrible
to
at math.
5, but
Firebolt on this boy with my action.
Yep.
Do I have advantage?
you do. From Mickey Wolf 19, but it was countered by Queso Gato.
Oh, okay, so Gato!
You got gatoed.
You got Gatoed
You
hard.
bad boy. Okay. That's a 16 plus 8 to hit.
That is a hit.
Yay!
Sure.
That's 2d10 fire damage. That's a 12. Fire
12 fire damage.
Yeah.
Oh my. Okay. That is. Yep. So it takes the full brunt of this fireball. You see its wings on fire for a split second as it bats them out and tries to stay alive.
Am I within melee of the other one right now? As
Well, you're
in,
standing right behind. Oh, right next to it, right? Yeah.
Like if I move, I'll invoke an opportunity attack?
Yes.
Okay, then I will stay there.
Okay. So it's that one's turn. It's going to turn and attack Civ, who stabbed it
fair.
once, and then it's going to swing with its other hand and try to attack Fahima. So one for each of you. I have a disadvantage now.
Oh, no.
Fragment of heart soul.
This is the most teamwork we've had in a while.
Yeah.
Well, that's probably already bad. Oh. 5 and a 4 is what I rolled.
That would be a
So
miss.
that's the first one against Civ, and the second one against Fahima
Oh, there's on my heel.
is also a 5. Come on! So a couple of, actually it's 12.
Doesn't
5
it?
plus 7.
Mage armor.
Okay. So
And half cover.
swings wildly. This thing just got pummeled, stabbed with a magical dagger, and it's swirling wildly and screeching. And it is going to take off. It'll take.
Opportunity attack?
It will. If you want
Yay!
to care to do it,
Heck yeah.
each of you.
Only a forecaster.
Yeah, really. Advantage or no?
You do have advantage.
We're
from
flanking it
Mylan.
anyway, so.
It was countered though by Grim Fated.
We're flanking it.
You're
though,
flanking
so.
it. Yeah.
As long as you attack. Are you attacking?
Yeah, I guess this is, here we go. We talked about my dagger, not getting used, but this is what I have to use, right? Because I can't do a
It would be
spell.
what you would have to use, but you could choose not to. If you want to save for that card, it becomes more powerful the longer you don't use it. That is
I'm gonna save
completely
it.
up to you.
I'm gonna save it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Well, I have two
my thing got
daggers.
the advantage got canceled.
Well, you do have disadvantage from.
I have
Grim Fated,
disadvantage.
but there is advantage as well.
Okay.
So I don't know how we're doing that. If usually if there's multiple, it all just
It
cancels
just cancels.
out.
So
Yeah.
I need to roll 1 dice because I rolled 2. Okay. Dang it. It's gonna be a miss. Even with Bardic Inspiration, it's not gonna be enough. So.
All right, so it flies its big wings. You feel the wind from the wings bat the ground, and you take swipes, and you can't quite slash it as it moves up into the sky above you. The second one is going to just move away from the fireball, come around
Come on.
to...
It's as if you know how that spell works.
Well, I mean, I think anyone would know to get away from the fire. It's
That
actually-
love is too hot.
Oh yeah, it still feels like it's being embraced
Yeah. And kissed.
and kissed, but it's still gonna take a mad swing at Uggo.
It can attempt to. Well,
Oh,
I
yeah,
guess
it can take a will save, right? And attempt to stop the...
intelligence save if it suspects that that's an illusion. If it's like inspecting it, but if it believes that if it doesn't have any reason to believe it's not.
I don't think this
You
thing...
made a duplicate. You were smart with that.
Yeah, and I already made a duplicate, and it's vulnerable to love.
And it thinks it's
Well, it's a
grappled. You
tricky
can still
thing.
attack with a grapple. It wouldn't be able to move if it thinks it's grappled. I'm just gonna roll a...
But if it does move.
Oh, yeah, I'm just gonna roll an intelligence saving throw just to see if this thing figures out that that was a 3. So no, so we're gonna keep it in the fireball, standing at the fireball.
The bard is doing bardy
It
stuff.
it still thinks it's being grappled and can't get away.
And kissed.
And kissed. What is its range?
Jeff doesn't want to acknowledge
He
the
doesn't
fact
want to
that-
acknowledge
yeah,
the fact
yeah.
that it's being kissed.
It's also being kissed.
Bandana.
Oh my gosh.
That's gonna come back, I can tell.
So it thinks it's being grappled, which means it's not in control of its own movement, right? It's gonna try to break the grapple.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Why not? I rolled a 15. How would I?
Maybe that would give it next time a saving throw. Like the next turn it gets a saving throw.
That sounds fair.
Yeah. Like
We're
it
gonna have
breaks
it
the
not-
grapple, but it's still grappled. And it's like,
Yeah,
wait a minute.
we'll go around the next turn. Yeah. That sounds really smart. Let's go with Civ.
So it ends its turn in the flaming sphere?
Ends its turn in the flaming sphere.
Ooh, gonna roll that dice.
Roll that dice.
Takes 5 fire damage. Oh, wait. 2d6.
Saving throw or no saving throw if it's still in it?
It makes a saving throw. Yes, always makes a saving throw.
That's a 21.
Saves it, so it takes 5 fire
Okay.
damage.
Yeah.
Oh, I have to roll for my concentration.
Yeah.
I
'Cause you
forgot that
take
I got
damage.
attacked, yeah. 13, yes.
Yeah.
That's good, yeah.
Okay, so it flew up how far?
Let's say 20 feet. That's exactly what that is. It's a 20-foot one, the last one, 30-foot one.
Yeah. How tall is the tent on either one of those tents that are
10 feet.
Are they
maybe less.
sturdy enough for me to stand on top of?
No.
Dang it.
They're fabric.
But I was gonna do a cool acrobatic.
I mean, you
thing.
can jump on the pole that's holding it up, the
Yeah.
post that's in the
Ooh,
ground.
show us your secret skills, Civ.
You can balance like a ninja on the post and do something sweet.
Like Mulan.
No, I'm gonna go over here and stab this thing instead. Whoops. Actually, am I gonna take damage if I get close to this thing?
If you end
You
your
move
turn there,
through
yeah.
its. Yeah, if you move through
Stab
its.
through
radius.
its back.
You're a cat. You can move forever. You can get around it.
This is true. So I'll just run around the back of Uggo, and then as I come around the corner, I'll come at it with a short sword and a dagger.
Okay.
Any advantages?
No.
Okay.
Are you trying to? I mean, you can attempt to remove and/or attack its crown.
Because we know what the crown does. Because that wasn't my card.
Right. It was my card,
Right.
which would be, nobody knows what it is, but
Right.
you definitely observed it have skin
on.
to skin, and it's a strange thing that this crown appeared suddenly on its head. I would buy that you would try to target that if.
Right. Okay, well,
If you choose to.
The first attack is a miss regardless.
Okay.
So, yeah, that's fine. I'll use my second attack, the dagger attack, to try to
Knock
smack it off its head.
Yep.
Hey, Jeff, just a clarifying point. Who's the first in the round?
Fahima.
Me.
Okay, so when it gets to her, the round's reset.
Correct.
For reactions, because I have reactions
Yes.
and stuff here.
Isn't it reset when it gets to you again?
No, because
Its AC is 5.
you get reactions from the start of combat, even if it's not your turn.
Oh, really?
Yep.
The crown's AC is 5.
Okay. So it's incredibly easy to hit.
Correct.
Okay. Well, then I hit it.
Yep. It has 12 HP. if you can break it.
I guess I can't. Can I sneak attack the crown though? Probably not. Huh?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Can I sneak
I think the
attack a
crown is always expecting it.
Okay. Okay.
Crown never
Then
sleeps.
I do a whopping. I was trying to knock it off though, instead of damage it?
I mean, I would think that the spirit of the card says 12 HP means
sure.
that's what it takes to knock it off.
It's a heavy crown.
Yeah, heavy
All right.
lies the head that wears the crown.
All right, well then I do a whopping 1 point of damage to it.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
Because it's my second attack, so I don't get the sneak attack to it, and I don't get my
You rolled a 1?
dex. Yeah.
Dang.
All right.
You don't have any card in there that says if you roll a 1, you get something?
No, but that does actually.
Lily, then I'll go.
Something else.
This is what Lily would do. I'm gonna look at that one who's flying.
Yep.
Be like, hello, friend, and try and charm it. And so
Okay.
roll with advantage, a wisdom savings throw.
Okay. It rolls with advantage?
Yeah, because we've already attacked it.
Oh,
so
right.
I think it assumes I'm.
Yeah, that's a 21.
Dang.
Okay, well.
So now you just yelled hello, friend at it.
Yeah.
Are you gonna try to move or are you gonna stay where you are?
I moved kind of out by where that fire is. And
Yeah, I
was like,
see
hey,
it.
friend. Yeah, so just like 10 feet out.
Okay.
Is the charm concentration?
Well, it failed.
But it's still expended.
My phantasmal force is concentration.
Oh.
Is the
Oh, yeah,
charm
is the
also?
charm? Because that would cancel
Will
out
it
your
drop it?
phantasmal.
So it uses a spell slot.
No.
Nope.
Sorry, I see what you're saying. No, it's not.
Concentration spell.
All right, so I'll go.
Yeah, I'm just gonna try to hit it twice with this glowing scale.
Did you putting the dragon thing on it not do anything?
All right,
It didn't miss. He missed.
He missed, yeah.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm just gonna try to like make sure the beam hits.
Okay, you have advantage from it. Excuse me.
I'm also going to take -3 from the roll to give
Okay.
+3 on the back end
Nice.
for damage.
You should have taken another d6 psychic damage that round.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
It's fine.
1.
20 on the first one.
Is a hit.
Cool. And then this. Do I have advantage on the second roll?
You do. It is from the common beast.
Thank you, Common Beast. Same -3 to the roll. Much better than 24. Second roll.
Hit.
Cool. So, I don't know.
So you're just going with this thing?
Yeah. Because when I picked it up, it burned the hand from the side that I picked it up, right?
Right.
So, essentially, flip it over.
Okay.
It's the burn part on it.
Okay. So what's going to happen is, as you do that,
Yeah.
and you press this thing, and since you hit it, you press this thing right on its skin.
Yeah.
It's actually butted up against this fireball as well.
Cool.
This one goes, and it sucks back into the first one, and it cowers. As you hold this scale on its skin, it cowers in fear.
Yeah.
And it, pulls its wings in and cowers in fear as you hold this thing on it.
Okay. Does it appear like it's incapacitated, or like it's not going to move?
Yeah, it does seem like you have it in your sway.
I got you.
And you can still roll damage on that attack.
Yeah. You just. What do you want me to?
I would say probably improvised weapon or just
Okay,
sort of
so D4
bear attack. I mean,
each one.
basically your fist is what does the damage.
Right.
You can add a 1d6 radiant damage as well.
Cool. And I'm adding 8 on each of the attacks as well. 6, 12, 13, 31 points of damage.
Okay.
Ooh.
Press this thing, you flip it in your hand,
Yeah.
and its back is against this fireball, and as you press this thing, light peels out from between your fingers. It is as if you're suppressing a giant source of light, and it's escaping between your fingers out into the night. I mean, it's nighttime right now, so you're this brilliant light just escaping between your fingers and shooting out in the night, and you hold it against it. It tries to recoil into the back of the fireball. It can't get away. It tries to get smaller and smaller, and as you press this thing down farther and farther on its face, it explodes in an explosion of light, splitting apart. It's like what's that movie where that happens? There's a movie where that happens.
Focus.
Hocus Pocus.
They do
Yes,
that?
definitely. It's always
Turn the light
Hocus
and then
Pocus.
poof in the desk.
That was an
right?
old 80s movie where they
Yeah.
like use optical effects and they hold it and it's like, "Wah," and then it just explodes in light, you know? It's a poltergeist or something. Anyway, that's what happens and this thing ceases to exist.
Ooh, I'll drop the flaming spear.
Is there anything left behind when it dissipates?
There are pieces of it. There are pieces of leathery skin, a bit of wing. There are, scraps of this thing. And there was just this massive flash of light as if, somebody took a picture or something and it just was a huge flash of light. And then you hold the scale and it is no longer shining or glowing. It just exploded this thing.
Gotcha.
In fact, that's where we're gonna take our break.
Yeah!
And with a successful conquering of whatever this thing that came out of this chest and it illuminated the night with this giant beam that came out of the chest. You guys actually used really cool tactics to defeat that thing. Lord Ereban is going to take care of you, ladies and gentlemen, as we take a brief intermission, and we will be back on the other side. Hopefully with our friend back with us. We'll see.
Yeah.
Enjoy. We'll see you on the other side.
Team tactics.
I was not expecting a battle.
Well. Fear not, adventurers. Our campaign will continue after this brief intermission. Right now, it's time for us to enjoy each other's company. Now, you're going to ask questions, I imagine. Where's Morgan? Where is James Quillis? What on earth happened to the man with the beard? Truth is, I don't know. Really, I'm completely at a loss. Okay? So don't ask me, right? I don't make up his schedule, and neither should you. Really. Lord Ereban, tell Jeff I miss his eye patch. Well, listen, Goblin Monk, I miss it too. And perhaps I should wear mine. You know, so that I can look as cool as he did with his. I don't know what I'm saying. There's another question here. Hold on, everyone. You're moving too quickly. Wait. Let me sit and think a while. What are the odds on revenge for the sock puppet? Him bringing his revenge on us because we had a sock puppet for him, i.e. Civ did? No, he'll be grateful. Did I enjoy Lily's song? I enjoy everything Lily does, including her dancing, which I don't imagine any of you have ever seen, but it's brilliant. Absolutely stunning. Sean Patrick is going to get food and a drink. Grab me something as well, good man. Pytyrus, Ereban army. Why is there an Ereban army? What is the point? I don't need an army. I make armies using my mind. I can control all of you. Whether you choose to be in my army or not is nothing to do. Boy, oh boy, that's a painy in my brainy. Yabba-dabba-doo. Goodness, godness, gracious, goodness. What the brah. Oh, that's got double impact. Oh, mama, have you ever been punched in the goodies? Anyone? Because I'll tell you, it's a lot worse than this. Wow. No, it's not a lot worse than this. Is a lot worse than that. You get the idea, right? Listen, Queso, Eagle Eye, I don't know what on earth I did to you. Ever. I don't recall ever pointing a finger at, well, maybe I pointed a finger at you, but I'd never said, maybe I've said something bad about you as well, but I've never, ever done anything to harm you, have I? Have I? Why then the ball? Pytyrus, thank you so much for the cake. No, I will tell you, I don't eat sugar anymore. After last week, I've decided never again. Never. Ever. Ever again! Because sugar is bad for you. From now on, brains and brains only. Maybe a few raisins, but that's it. Hello, Lord Araban, from a small town in Quebec, Canada. Canada. Hello, Raguilard. Do you speak French? I don't, so don't try to speak it to me because I will completely misunderstand everything you say and make up things that you said and eventually probably get you in a fight with you in my own head, and then you and I will never be friends after all. So let's just not speak French to one another. Solemn Semper says, but Araban, you have no teeth. Who says? Have you seen inside my mouth? Semper? Would you like to? Because I will gladly show you. Just come down here to the studio, or should I say my dungeon, and I'll show you. Right, well, I do have a beak. But that wasn't the point, Mikey. You just ruined the whole thing. You see, I wanted him to come here to take a look, and I would use my tentacles to wrap around his head and suck the brain juice from his mind. I would actually flay his mind first and then suck the brain juice, but you get the idea. Oh, yes, you're right, I still can. Do a live audience. What the hell does that even mean, Sculpt Shanghai? Sorry, I meant heck. This is a children's show, after all. A live show. Do you know what would happen if any of you came within 30 yards of me? Your minds would explode. You wouldn't be able to hang on to the pain that I would bring to you through my psionics. Wash that mouth out, you Lord. Filthy mouth ban. Armando, oh goodness. The weakness of your humor is intoxicating. That hurt your feelings, didn't it? Didn't it? Admit it. Hey, Sculpt Shanghai, listen, I was just being silly. I like you. The fact that you acknowledged that you felt Araband or A-band gives you the entire right to come down here and visit me in the studio. Please visit as soon as possible and let me know when you're on your way because I am ready to suck brains. Dreamblaze, are you kidding me? Do you know what happens to me when this bull is addressed in the broadcast? Do you know? I can't feel my toes. I can't even feel my eyeballs. In fact, I don't even know that I have a body right now. I don't. I mean, I know I'm here. I think I'm speaking. But the rest is all just haphazardness. I'm in absolute agony. Thank you, Eagle Eye and Queso Gato. Yes, of course, I'm tripping, Goblin Monk. What would happen to you if you had 1,000 billion volts of electricity go through your mind? Pytyrus says, when Lord Ereban gets mad, he's Lord Saltyban. You know, I'll tell you something. If you were to take a vial of NaCl, also known as salt, and you were to pour it on the top of my head, do you know what the outcome would be? A problem for you and me. Yes. Yes, I know what it is, sodium chloride. Fire, I know. You don't need to tell me. I wouldn't just be shorter. I would shrivel and die. So don't ever, and I mean ever, give an illithid more than a few grains of salt, because he or she or it will experience absolute shrinkage and likely death. No, I'm not a snail, Zach-Mac, but I'm similar, all right? I need moisture. Yes, and then you'll say to yourself, well, what is it? Isn't the sea full of salt? I'm not from the sea. Why are you saying these things? That was your first mistake. Just because I look like I belong in the sea doesn't mean I am from the sea. Milas Buell. Very funny. Calcaneus. Could I survive under... Well, I can survive anywhere, omnipotent otter. I mean, after all, I am a creature of absolute, overwhelming capability in all regards. So yes, I could, but do I like going into the ocean? No, absolutely not. It's dangerous. There are sea creatures, and I'm afraid of large open spaces. What is my life goal? Let me answer this question first. Lord Araban, do you find it too cold out of the Underdark? Well, who says I'm out of the Underdark right now, the Jedi Prince? Think on that one for a moment. How about it? Life goal. To have this show run for the next 5,000 years on network television, i.e., caffeine.tv. Boom. What about it? What do you think? Good, bad, right, wrong? Yes, I know it's a good idea. I just came up with it. I wanted to tell everyone a few things about things. Would you all care to listen? Because you're going to have to anyways. You have no choice. You're stuck with me, and whatever I say, you're going to have to listen to. That or you're going to have to leave. So it's either listen or leave. You choose. And don't hit the mute button, Ormando. I just called you Ormando. Would you like to keep that name? Or would you like it to be Ormondo? Armando for the rest of time. Well, here we go. Remember, there are 7 unique digital items that could influence the game, Mayor. Don't know what they are? Well, I'll tell you. Goblin Monk, I want you right now to click the unmute button. If you do not, I will use my psionic powers to unmute myself. Yes. Wait, you're... Sculpt Shanghai. That was actually a very wise thing you just said. You get 5 more points of psionic power. I'll go back to what I was saying. Show love, our celebratory item. Send love to the team whenever you want. Yay? Or grant the gift of advantage. The ability to roll 2 20-sided dice at once. You know what they call that in Dungeons & Dragons, don't you? Advantage. Which is what I just said. Now, you can also set the trap of disadvantage. If a player has advantage, this disadvantage will counter it. And if the player does not have an advantage, well, guess what? They lose the game completely. No, that's not what happens. They will roll a 20-sided dice at once and take the lowest. After all, what? Someone tell me. After all, what? Someone say it in the chat. Life is pain. Captain Van Smith, you win $5 billion. Where would you like them sent? Good. Well, now, you can't answer now. You're already done. It's over. Captain Van Smith wins the doll hairs. Perhaps you take pity on the adventuring party and have a player draw a force of good card. You know what good is? That's right. Good, helpful, beneficial. On the other hand, you could provide or add pain and suffering and tutelage to the game and have a player draw a force of evil card. Do you know what that means? That will be a problem. Bad, negative. Remember this as well, everyone. If you give Jeffrey a DM advantage, you're hurting the team. Same if you give him a force of good card. No, so don't do it, Goblin Monk. Where is the logic? All right, let's continue. Also, when you buy one of these cards, please specify which player at the table it is for, or I will make the choice for you. Someone earlier said, I want to give it to a giraffe. And I said, no one actually did this, but pretend they did. I want to give it to a giraffe. Well, none of the players are giraffes. And Jeff is not a giraffe. And there is no giraffe. So don't give it to a giraffe. No, do not, Armando. Ever do not give Milo or a giraffe a force of good or an advantage because they don't exist. Except for maybe Milo, but he's still not in the game, so it wouldn't work. Please don't. No. The ball is not looking shiny. Look, here, everyone, for the last time. I was just going to mention that one. My knees. Ooh. Oh, that's two. Ow. By the way, everyone that's listening in the studio right now has to plug their ears because this is about as loud as it's ever going to get. You ready? Here we go. Oh my goodness gracious sakes alive, that is pain. Life is pain. Please don't do that again. No, seriously, don't. Just stop it. Please, don't stop it. Queso, I get the point. You're the winner. You're the winner, okay? Congratulations. Whew. Oh. Remember about the IOUs. I can't even feel my toes. Well, I never really could. Ida, what were you talking about? Hello, everyone. I feel like I might have lost my mind. Wait, I'm back. I'm back. No, I'm good. Oof. I went somewhere. I think I was in the Underdark for a while. Wow. What the? Did someone slip something in my beverage? Milo, come here. Take this water and take a sip. Take it. One. Take a little sip. Tell me what happens. Do you feel anything strange? No? You don't feel anything? Why not? What do you mean? You say it tastes good? What? I didn't put anything in there. It's just water, Milo. It tastes like strawberries. Holy macaroni. All right. Well, I don't know because I thought it was just water. Wow. Woofy. All right, I'm coming back online here. Everyone, I am absolutely, undisturbedly, quite literally mind blown right now. I.e., my mind is not working. IOUs, yes, everyone? This might be vodka, Jen. I would love one of those. Please, someone, give me something to take away the frustration and the pain. Let me tell you about the IOUs. You can purchase an IOU, and when you do, it will light a candle. And when the goal of 20 candles is reached, a force of good card will be awarded to a random member of the team. The rest is not necessary to discuss because we aren't discussing it. Please. No, I don't want a salt-rimmed mojito, Dumblestruck. And I know it's mojito. Don't tell me it's not mojito. I know what it is. I was being silly. How about a strawberry margarita? Fine, take one. But no salt, please. Oh, goodness. I really don't feel myself. In fact, I believe that I'm nauseous. Yes, I'm nauseous. I'm gonna be sick. Milo, please bring me my bucket. Milo, bring me my in bucket. No, not my in bucket. My bucket, can you please? No, quickly, Milo. As quickly as you can. Oh, here it comes. Okay, I'm fine. I'm better. Let me just breathe in and out for a few moments. Breathe in and out, breathe in and out. Here we go. Meditate. Remember what they told you in your transcendental dental meditation class that you took, Lord Ereban. Do I call myself Lord Ereban in my own head? Of course I do. Why wouldn't I? Oh boy. Wait a second. Oh no, I'm going to be sick. Milo, bring the ball now! Good news. Good news. Vomit doesn't come out of the usual place on illithids. So I have now vomited. Good news, you don't have to see it because it's in another location. That was kind of gross, I get. I'm sorry for that, everyone, that you had to deal with that. That's called sharting, Queso Gato. You are absolutely hilarious. Love it. No, it's not sharting. That would be something else. Who gave you the title Lord? Listen, does it matter? What do you mean, Lord? Who gave me the title? I am Lord Ereban. It is what it is. No one gave it to me. It was given by no one. Right? I did not make it up for myself. King Ereban sounds better. Wrong. It's not. I'm not a king. I'm a lord. Right? Very, very specific. Well, if it was a strange woman lying in a pool of water, what is going on here? Oh, he's the guy who gives himself a nickname. Says Paste Pot Pete. Hey, Paste Pot Pete, let me ask a question. What is your nickname? Is it Paste Pot Pete? And did you give it to yourself? Huh? Ridiculous! All of you have nicknames that you've given to each other or to yourselves. Look at you. Let me read your names. Paste Pot Pete, D&D Kid, Snipple Gator, Skellman, Dumblestruck, Armando 89. Armando 89 may actually be a regular name. Queso Gato. You've nicknamed all of yourselves. Why can't I nickname me? Why can't I be Lord as well? I've chosen it, so I will be it. You could have given yourself Lord as your name, but you chose not to. Mistakes were made. Who is to say I'm not an otter? Well, listen, omnipotent otter, I didn't notice your name. Otherwise, I would have said it and said you were an otter. Right? Right. Just listen. Stop it. Sculpt Shanghai, whose point was solid? Mine or someone else's? Better have been mine, because it was perfect. Everything, all I'd say ever is logics. I'm a logical illithid. This game needs an illusion wizard. Well, illusory wizard, that is you. Congratulations, you are the new contestant on the Dungeon Run, starting tonight. Come on down, we'll need you in 15 minutes. Can you be here, illusory wizard? Illusory wizard, don't go anywhere. Where are you? All right, good. Come to the following address. Ready? Write it down. No, write it down. Are you ready? 11111. Maine, that's M-A-I-N-E. Street. S-T-R-E-E-T. Calabasas, California. 9000111, United States. There you go. You should be there in 15 minutes. The sooner, the better. Yes. No. 90011. Great, John. You've got a couple of numbers off there. You people have lost your minds. Rogden, who allows you to come in? Aren't you supposed to be on a show? Why are you speaking with these people? They're mine. You're not supposed to be making fun of the host. All right, you're allowed to, but just please be nice. All right, is everyone is how many people are coming down here to 11111 Main Street, Calabasas, California, 9000111. Be there, or be square, as they say. And I'll be inking all over the place. And we're not doing the shirts today, everyone. I mean, there are shirts, and you know where to find them over at thedungeonrun.fandom.com, in case you were wondering. Just know, yes. Also, everyone, I do want to thank you, those of you that have shared tonight's show. If you haven't, remember, I ask of you to do so, please. And remember, I'll be joining you in your social conversations around the game. Now it's time to rejoin our adventurers. Goodbye.
And we're back.
Hey.
And I have some very, very good news. We got back our James Quillis.
Yay.
Everyone! Oh, I'm so sorry I've been gone. Oh, don't open the chest! Don't open the chest! I found something terrible. Why are you all looking at me like that?
Oh my gosh.
The likeness is uncanny.
Yeah.
It really is.
It's like...
Sorry!
You guys literally just fought a monster that duplicated itself.
Ah!
It's all...
Eyes.
I cast Sock Puppet.
That's your digit.
That's not very handy.
Digit is a little late for Halloween, but went as
true.
James Quillis.
Except I just throw it at things. Get it!
All right, so...
Welcome back.
Thank you,
Thank
Jared.
you, yeah.
Welcome back.
It is truly very flattering. In the strangest of ways.
Imitation is the greatest form.
Sock imitation is an even higher form.
All right, so right before we left for intermission, you had vanquished this creature that came climbing out impossibly from this small footlocker in the midst of Cornelia the Clean's large campsite. A giant beam of light erupted from the chest, and Ugo actually used what he found inside the thing that had emitted that light to vanquish this foe.
Nice
and
done.
you stand there in the middle of this campsite, all of you, some of you still in the tents, peeking out, seeing that this thing just exploded in a massive separation of its body in the middle of light, as if light erupted from inside it. And up from the back of the campsite, from town, comes a breathless James Quillis.
James.
Yes.
Oh.
Is everyone all right? I heard something.
You probably saw something.
I
too,
saw
because-
the giant.
giant beam
What
of
was
light in the
that?
sky.
Well, we opened the trunk.
Yes.
Well, I'll go open the trunk.
Well, Claudette really did.
Yes, that's true.
Cornelia.
Now she's tiny.
Cornelia.
Cornelia.
That's gonna happen.
Made
Yes.
two C names.
Make me feel bad about Claudette.
Anyway, her trunk was opened. Cornelia is a little bit smaller now.
What?
See her, her clothes are loose on her body, and she looks at least a foot shorter than she was.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, I seem to have triggered some sort of mechanism of magical
Malice?
malice. Very good.
Sure to wear off.
Very alliterative. What happened? Was it out of the chest?
Yeah, I attempted to unlock the chest, and when I cast the spell that I thought would do the trick, and it seemed to, it retaliated.
Oh my goodness. What a strange booby trap.
Hope it
Indeed.
doesn't last very long.
I hope so too.
Well,
There was a dragon scale in there.
Huh.
My,
Are you all right?
Well, that's debatable.
can I inspect the...
Are you hurt? There was a lot of...
Yeah.
Yes?
Yeah. I just need some sleep, though.
I think we all do.
Yes.
What was that? I never seen that before.
I think it was a demon, right?
Whoa.
Have any of us seen this before?
Well, you certainly have not seen this before, no. But it is, it was a magical creature of some kind. Nobody took a second to really examine it.
Can I roll for it to see if I've seen it before?
Sure, you can roll a history check. You have advantage from Mickey Wolf 19, but it was countered by Grim Fated.
Who? Grim-faded, how dare you.
Is it fair to
Behemoth's
say
keeping a list.
that we've heard rumors of demons?
Yeah, I don't know if this is necessary. I'm the one who used the word demon in describing it. I shouldn't have. It was. I was saying that more as Jeff saying it to Jared than it is.
I see.
You know.
Okay.
It is definitely it was a winged monstrosity that had leathery skin and.
Did it smell of
face.
sulfur?
It did not smell specifically of sulfur.
Did it seem dragonoid? I mean, I didn't see it.
It did not seem dragonoid.
Roll 15.
15? This is not something that you would recall having read about or seen, but it didn't seem to be, it seemed to be a pretty awful thing.
It didn't seem to be cobbled together by the Ashen Mage.
No, it did not remind you of the hodgepodge or anything like that. No.
Can I also roll a check on an Arcana or animal handling or whatever on the dragon scale?
To determine what?
To determine if I know anything about its magical properties.
You can certainly roll an Arcana check on it. Here.
Hey,
Arcana?
Jeff, I am
Or nature maybe is probably better.
proficient in religion. Mm-hmm. Would this bring me back any religious?
This roll a religion check. Yeah. You have advantage, Ugo, from
Do I?
Artokun. You do, Fahima. It's from Mickey Wolf 19.
Thank you, Mickey Wolf.
You're rolling a nature check, right?
Yes.
Oh, I rolled 2 15s plus 5 is 20.
Okay.
18 for me.
So between the two of you, you're going back and forth and trying to discuss what you saw and what it looked like. And this creature certainly seems like the myth of something, the legend of something, the stories you've heard, Ugo, even of these winged creatures called a burbalang.
Burbalang?
A burbalang is a, have you heard
Sounds
of it?
like Ugo made it up. I think it's called a burbalang.
This is what the scale is from?
No. I'm sorry, you're talking about the creature,
Oh,
right?
that's what I was checking on.
Yes.
I was checking the creature.
Okay, so Ugo,
Oh, okay.
it's not something religious, but it feels that way because these things feed on the dead. And so you would remember that these are things that people used to tell stories about, finding in graveyards, finding during religious ceremonies, because it literally feeds on the dead.
How big was it?
About
6 feet tall.
Whoa. So it wasn't like imprisoned in the chest, or did that what?
No, it was.
It sprang out of it.
Okay.
I opened up the chest.
Right.
There was a large beam of bright light, and then that thing was there, and it flew straight up, and then it split in two.
Whoa.
You
Yeah.
said that there were other
And
things.
then it was a crown.
You said there was other things inside of the chest. Can I poke inside the chest to see if there's anything?
Absolutely, yeah.
What else is in there?
So you
whole thing happens
gingerly.
again.
Hey, at least we know how to kill this.
You gingerly open the chest and you look inside and you see there are a few papers, parchment, that look like they have writings on them. And you look through them, and it seems to be plans, schematics, drawings for what you immediately recognize as being the thing you encountered at the bottom of the deep reef.
The bubble?
The bubble, the hole, like with the situation of things. There's even a sketch of where a warden might be positioned. It looks like the planning of this, and then there's drawings that show the tunnel and arrows pointing through, and like a step-by-step of how bubbles would be fed into it. It looks like the planning of what you actually saw and experienced.
So let me ask you this. We didn't actually go back into that cave. What on the schematic does it say was back there?
It shows it as a conduit point that sends the things off, and it looks like they are leading to another paper which seems to have plans and schematics for a reception point inside solid rock.
Like a volcano.
Wait, hold on. So you're saying that there's schematics for the bubble, schematics for the smaller bubbles that had the body parts in them.
Yeah.
The schematic for the warden, the cave, And then schematics for like somewhere to carry those tinier bubbles to another area
Those
that
bubbles
is inside of a rock.
What you're able to piece together is that those bubbles were placed into that tunnel, and that tunnel was actually a conduit that channeled all the way through solid rock underneath continents, so that it actually, went through the continental shelf and ends at a point inside solid rock.
Can I tell where that point is?
That doesn't seem to be covered in the documents that are here.
What can I find out about that dragon scale with 20?
20 of nature's, yeah.
Oh, nature, yeah, nature.
Yeah. It's certainly, you recognize it as being a dragon scale. This is the scale that literally lines a dragon's body, and it's not something people walk around with. This is not something easily gotten or given, and it is, it seems incredible that someone would have an intact, large-size scale. And it also, you saw it have the properties of emitting sunshine.
Does that seem innate to it, or as if it was cast upon it?
Good question.
You can roll an Arcana check to see if that. I mean, it's certainly not something your nature check would tell you is something that would be cast upon it. It would be something that a dragon would be able to do or not to do.
Does it remind us at all of the two dragons that we fought?
Right. One of those was gold, and the other was silver.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
So it looks
You
like
fought a sun dragon.
Yes,
moon
the sun dragon.
Maybe
Yes.
from a sun dragon.
Does seem to be a good inference to me.
Because my follow-up question with that nature check was, can I tell what type of dragon it was from?
I mean, I think you guys are putting two and two together, and certainly.
But it's no longer glowing right now.
Correct. It has been extinguished.
I'll do that Arcana check. Do I have advantage?
I mean, maybe it's.
You do have advantage, Fahima, from Mickey Wolf 19.
Thank you, Mickey Wolf. Ooh, that's good.
Maybe it's even worth casting Identify.
26. I could, yeah.
Yeah, but I'm sorry.
The 26 Arcana check.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this thing is you know it to have magical properties in general. The scale from a dragon has magical properties and is something precious, as something that is not easily come by and can be used to have a connection with a dragon, have some sort of, there are a lot of different stories about how one might use a scale from a dragon, but it is not, none of them end well.
How big is it?
It's about, palm size.
Okay, yeah,
It's
all right.
fairly.
Can you give me an example of one of those stories of how it might not end well?
Yeah, I mean, you've definitely heard stories of people stealing a scale from a dragon. These are more fairy tales than anything else, not like stories of real people. But you've also heard stories of dragons freely giving a scale as a means of sealing a bargain.
Ah, okay. So if I were to cast Identify on it, I would learn its properties and how to use them. So is that something that I could do on this scale to learn the aforementioned magical abilities?
Yes, I mean, it's not something that you would be able to control, per se. It's not something like Ugo used it to defeat this monster, but it was sort of acting on its own and he was just applying it. It's not something you could turn on or turn off or use as an item, but you could certainly learn something about it, perhaps.
Yeah, okay. Well, I will cast Identify as a ritual then, and I have the pearl from Civ.
That's right. We do have a few cards that I want to give out. James, I believe you're being welcomed back.
Oh.
There's a Force of Good from Patyrus Stormblade.
Thank you,
There's a
Patyrus.
Force of Good for Lily from Dresden Dark.
Oh, Dresden Dark, thank you.
And a second Force of Good for James
Oh.
from Dresden Dark as well.
Yay!
Thanks, Dresden Dark. Appreciate it, everybody. Sorry, I'm.
Oh, and there is a Force of Evil from the
Oh!
glowing maw of Milo's.
Araban, you didn't keep it away from us.
I think you can only hold on for so long.
So shall roll to see how that is applied. As a 4 goes to Ugo. Oops.
My first Force of Good is Armor for Blood. Viewer submitted. At any time you are below 20 hit points, you may choose to swap your AC with your current HP. Ooh. You do not have to be conscious to activate this. Whoa, that's huge.
That's cool.
Your AC will remain this number until combat ends.
What?
Wait, your AC.
So if your HP is at 6, you
Yes.
swap it with your AC.
yeah.
You have 6 AC until the end of combat, no matter how much you get healed.
So, but if I swap it when I'm unconscious, then my AC is 0.
Correct.
Interesting. I
That's bad
like
news.
that. Okay.
Very warlock back.
Kinda.
Jared, identify does not burn the pearl.
No.
Right.
No, it
Correct,
does not.
yeah.
So we have 2 pearls.
Well, yes, but one of them is a pearl of power.
I want to ask
Right.
you about that once we finish these
Got
forces
it.
of good.
I've got. Oh, you go
Yeah,
ahead.
the sum of the other force of good, the sum of our parts, viewer submitted, of 2 until both cards are drawn. 1/2 of this card in order to play it. Oh, is combines with another one, doesn't it?
Correct.
May give the other half to a player of your choice. Double the damage on an attack. It combines with another one.
Yeah,
It makes
you don't
sense.
have to read it now because it doesn't make any sense.
No.
It's half a card.
Okay, fascinating.
I got Malice from a Chalice, which is a viewer submitted in Milo's Bowl. It seems that no one thinks that Fahima's chalice recovered from the dragon lair is valuable, and for good reason.
Wow, throwback.
It's cursed. All party members receive -5 on their next D20 rolls.
Oh no!
What the heck?
Ugo, you did get a force of good, as I'm sure retaliation from Twinsen.
Thank you, Twinsen.
Twins in
you got one. Go ahead.
retaliation.
Go ahead.
Together we are greater than.
Okay, so now you guys can read them. 'cause now they are.
Oh!
Says do not read aloud. Oh, I
okay.
can now.
All
Yeah,
right.
which one is card 1? Which one is
I'm
card
card
2?
one.
She's got one,
Okay.
I got card
So
2.
read half a line, and he'll read half a
Okay.
line.
2 different players must each have.
Of 2?
Well, start with the title, because the title is.
Together we are greater than.
The sum of our parts.
Card 1.
Of 2.
Do not read aloud. 2 different players must each have.
Until both cards are drawn.
If you have, both have.
Hold on.
This isn't working
Do not
as well
read
as-
aloud until both cards are drawn.
Oh, yes.
2 different There you go.
2 different players must each have.
1/2 of this card in order to play it.
If you have both halves of this card, you.
May give the other half to a player of your choice.
One of you may,
Double the damage on an attack.
if the other gives up their turn and.
Rolls higher than 10 on a D20.
Teamwork requires.
Coordination and cooperation. I'm still not sure I totally get it, but that's a very cool idea.
So you can get double the damage if she gives up her turn and rolls higher than a 10.
okay.
Or vice versa.
Or
yeah.
vice versa.
versa, right.
Either one
Got
of you.
it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can
all
say,
right.
I want to double this damage. Well, because I will give up my turn.
And roll.
You
And roll. Okay, copy.
Wait, I'll go.
Yeah. Hold on.
That seemed way cooler when I read it.
It is very cool.
I didn't write it, but
It
it was
is really
awesome.
cool.
It is really
Sorry,
cool.
I think we kind of.
That's all right.
butchered the
No.
meaning of it.
The Lost Throes of Suth. Viewer
There's so
submitted.
many
Thank
Suth.
you, Twinsen. Way back when you laid Suth to rest in a field of poppies, the amulet magically produced a glowing gray pearl hovering in the space that Suth's heart would have lain. Oh. You only now discover that it's made its way into your pocket. On a death saving throw of your choice, the spirit of Suth adds 1d4 to the roll.
Yay.
Wow.
Clutch.
Very nice.
That's a good one for you to have.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
All right, we do have some love shown from yours truly, Fire Virm. Melodies of old, TK421 and others. Thank you for those.
Thanks, everybody.
Appreciate them. Okay.
I'll go.
Yeah?
You said Lily has a pearl?
Yeah, I put it in her pack when she wasn't looking.
What? You have the pearl from the clam?
You know, when I took.
I'll look in my pack.
This is a much larger pearl than.
It's like softball size.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you didn't see it in there.
I told you I'm very sneaky.
You are.
Perhaps I can use that pearl in my identify spell.
I don't know what this does, but yes.
Okay.
Somebody said something about spells.
So I'll use this pearl as my.
Instead of the actual pearl. Instead
Oh,
of
no. Wait, okay, yeah.
Well, I'll
Lustrous
try
pearl?
to.
Or you can.
I don't.
Or I.
Here's what's going to happen. If you use a pearl of power for your spell, it's going to no longer be a pearl of power.
Oh,
tell you that right now.
I don't want to do that. Of course, I don't want
Use
to
your
do
regular
that.
little pearl.
I was going to not tell you and just have you do it, but I felt like that was
Yeah.
It's a nice move.
Oh, I'm just gonna hold it and be like, oh, I think maybe I should cast Identify upon this pearl.
Yes.
Okay.
You're the wizard.
Yeah. So I'll cast
And also
Identify.
Civ's short sword as well, but I mean I don't want to overdo you.
You've used Identify before and used a pearl that was like that.
Have
And She
I?
handed you one that was like that. I think it's a pretty good inference of like, maybe maybe I shouldn't just use this
I
like
don't think I have cast Identify before.
You have.
I?
You
you have.
cast it
It's
on.
just been a while.
You cast it immediately after you purchased it in Turles at the market.
Okay.
And on the chrono seeds.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Got it.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so
Which I still have.
yeah. So yeah, I'll cast Identify on the
Dragon scale.
Dragon scale. And then afterwards, at some point before we go to bed, I'll also cast Identify on this pearl so we can really figure out what it is.
You can spend the
Yeah.
whole night in a tent and do whatever you like. We can
Can you tell me what this is?
watch.
What's that?
My mole.
Yes.
We
you
never
want-
actually had it looked at magically.
sort of
Oh,
have
but it was
powwow, and I could
Mythroll.
casting it as a ritual.
I don't know. You guys are the wizards.
But for now, the dragon scale.
Fair enough. So you sit down and you start to cast Identify using this pearl.
Yes, with my one remaining spell slot.
All right, so that's going to take a second, right?
No.
Oh, instantaneous?
Sorry,
10
1
minutes.
10.
1 minute.
1 minute.
I'm not casting it as a ritual. I'm using my last spell slot for it.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
So, just a second there, a minute, 60 seconds, in fact. You close your eyes and you commune with this object through the focus point of the pearl. You peer at this thing, and information starts coming up out of it and seeping into you, and you're able to peer at it. It is the dragon scale from a sun dragon. And this is a very dangerous thing to have if the sun dragon doesn't know you've got it. And it is a very powerful link to a dragon. It is something that is used to, if the dragon gives it willingly, it is used to seal a pact or create some sort of connection with the dragon herself, or if it is stolen from the dragon, it is something that usually means you're dead.
I can't.
Eventually,
I can't
Right.
determine from this identify spell which it is.
No.
Okay.
Does that mean that the idea behind the scale is that you're sealing the pact, or in theory you could use the scale against the dragon? Like it's almost like a point of weakness.
Yes.
Oh.
Right.
You could either. It is either.
'Cause you could
if they
scribe.
give it to you willingly, it is as if it is. It's like Superman handing you kryptonite, but also it is. It is something that allows you to have a connection with them at all times.
Right.
Right. It's a
How?
piece of them.
How? I don't know as a player how that would happen. On both ends.
You don't know as a Fahima how that would happen either. It is something that is mysterious and is different from dragon to dragon. But it is something that you would able to identify as being a very powerful and kind of terrifying thing to find in a chest.
Is it attunable?
It is not.
Okay.
It is not something that you can use per se.
Gotcha.
It is more of a symbol. It's more of a.
I didn't know, but yeah.
Yeah.
Ron asking if like attunement allows you to get the connection to the So
It's either a dragon allowing someone to have part of it, or someone taking part of a dragon.
Right.
Is it recharging?
I don't think she would. No, it is not recharging.
Well,
It's not.
I know
Like the magic that was in it got expended?
But it's not.
It was extinguished. Yes.
Extinguished.
I know the properties, how to use them, if it requires attunement, how many charges, whether or not there are spells affecting the item.
Yeah, it isn't a magical item per se. It isn't a usable item that you can employ.
Okay.
It is more of a relic. It is more of a totem,
a trinket.
Okay.
trinket.
Right.
This would, of course, be
Very
discoverable.
powerful, possibly dangerous trinket.
James.
Be discoverable as magical by anyone who.
Discoverable
is
as
looking
magical
for
by
it.
anyone.
Yeah.
It's the kind of thing that a dragon would track down and want to know where it is.
And we just shot a big beam of light into the sky.
Great.
Oh no.
So are you telling us this?
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah.
We cannot stay here.
No.
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 But James, I have a question.
Yeah.
When you talk to people across the universe,
Yeah. Well, yes.
how do you do that? Do you need to know them?
Yes. I need
What
to.
if you had like their finger or a body part?
I
You
don't.
mean if he had the scale?
Correct.
Oh.
What would a dragon do if you returned it on your own?
You want to befriend the dragon by giving it its scale back?
Well, I don't know. You
there
tell
is-
me. I
well,
just have an idea.
No, no, it's
Like a great idea, Ugo.
I don't know if it's a great idea. Let me tell you,
idea.
it's there's a 50% chance that it's a great idea. There's also a 50% chance that the Ashen Mage has made a bargain with this dragon, and we've just broken it, and we've just told a massively powerful being where we are, hey, come eat us.
Right.
So there's maybe a 50-50 chance that we die horribly or we befriend a dragon. I'd like to narrow those odds slightly.
We need to hide the dragon scale somehow.
I guess, yes.
I've heard of.
Why don't
Now, that could be a very good idea once we know a little more. You know?
Why don't we go back into town and stay at the inn as opposed to being out here in the middle of the woods?
I would like to join you at the inn.
Yes, no, we wouldn't.
Let's-
Well, oh, by the way,
Now.
the Dumblestucks are not. Or I don't see them. They're gone.
correct.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yes,
All right.
they're off safe.
We'll catch you up. on
Was
all
it
that.
like a horse and cart? What happened?
It was two cousins,
Okay.
and walk in the night,
Okay.
and then they know a farmer, and then it was going to be a horse and a couple sheep kind of situation.
Uh-huh.
But we got to know them, and they seemed trustworthy,
Okay.
Oh,
and they love gnomes, and I gave them 2 flutes.
And the mysterious bartender has a heart.
Yes, he was very nice. He gave my mom
He
the
showed it to
very
us.
pricey bottle of liquor.
Oh.
Honest, it was his idea.
Huh. Interesting.
Perhaps we should go.
Insight check on Ugo.
That guy's awesome.
Oh, interesting. All right.
Perhaps we should go back to the
Yes.
smile.
Yes.
I have a side question for you, DM.
Yes.
Do bag of holdings exist in your game?
Oh, yeah.
We got one from Jorl.
Oh, that's way back in the beginning. I really do. I really do have a very bad memory.
It's been like 15 episodes.
No, it's remember when Jorl gave you his and it was very expensive?
Yeah.
I made you return it.
That was
Yeah.
the second
You
episode?
hid Fima's egg in it for a while.
I was when I was gone, I think.
It was like episode 10.
There are bags of holding.
Oh,
One of many drawbacks
okay.
where
I think we should
Sid
get
had to
to
say
bed.
goodbye to a lot of money.
I think we should get a bag of holding for this dragon scale because it needs to be hidden.
I didn't
Yes, that's a good
realize
idea.
that we could just
You
get
want me
a
to
bag
hold
of
it?
holding.
Well, maybe we can purchase one.
Is that on the shop list?
Yes. Jorl said that
thousand.
there
Keep
are
it
1,000 gold pieces.
Well, I have this one-stop shop card.
Fahim.
You do.
A coupon? Yeah.
Do we have
I can
1,000
buy
gold?
one item of the shop list at any time by using this card.
Wow. Do we have 1,000 gold, Ziv?
You have a card
no,
that you just
we
got
don't.
that.
I have something that takes
What?
yes, 50% off.
What? That's
You guys are really
fantastic.
working the deal.
Oh!
Yes, 400 malls, no, 200. Okay. The amulet has learned the art of the haggle from Lily and Ugo. Get an item you're purchasing for half the original price. So with some of my money and most of your money, we could buy one.
But can't I borrow some for my new spells?
Yeah, Cornelia, you wouldn't happen to have any magic ink and paper, would you?
Oh, I believe I do. I can find some right in here.
What? James, you are so smart.
Awesome.
You don't happen to have magical weapons in there, do you?
I know. Sorry.
I mean, we've just found some spells that we'd love to
And I have this card.
transcribe.
How about a magical loot?
I tell you what, why don't we go back to the inn?
Oh.
We'll get a room.
Yes.
And we can do all of this.
Can we ever talk while we go there?
Of course.
Sure.
Yeah.
No, we must march in silence.
Okay.
So,
To the inn?
In.
So you guys make your way. It is nighttime. It is the dead of night. And as you walk from the campsite, it is pitch black. Many of you have dark vision.
Right.
But it is the dead of night. You're crunching and walking through the forest, which is where the campsite is, onto a road, not well used at this point, but once well used road. And you're sort of out in the middle, exposed to the night, walking on this very wide thoroughfare that leads into the front of Winkburgh.
how he's describing.
Yeah.
Fahim, let me hold the dragon scale.
Why?
If a dragon comes down and tries to eat you,
He just wants to protect you, is what he's saying.
Yeah.
I'm sure he'll give it back to you.
Of
so you
course
can
I
study
will.
it.
Oh, of course.
Anytime
of
you
course.
want to look at it.
I really like just sort of holding it and touching it and.
do you remember where you just told me about it? Yeah.
Maybe give her a little bit of time.
Sure.
All right.
I mean,
no,
it might
hear
come
you.
though. You're in the middle of the dark.
I mean, to be fair, if a dragon comes, I think it's gonna get all of us.
Good point.
Speak for yourself.
I beg to differ.
I know, Uggo, but I still think I'm right.
Well, we will just have to agree to disagree.
That's very mature of you.
You taught me that.
Did I have time to figure out, non-meta that this is a pearl of power?
My understanding
Let's do that back at the.
was that when you found it, you clocked
Yeah.
it as
Oh,
that.
really?
Yeah, I think
He told us
James-
that.
You rolled an Arcana check on it.
Yeah.
Or
Oh.
James did.
James,
That's right.
James, I think, is the one that was like, that's a
You should
pro
really
power.
watch these shows. They're very, they're very good.
I do watch it. I watch it every Friday on YouTube, and I listen to it.
I'm just giving you a bad time.
Okay.
Right.
So,
No, it's fine.
So Pearl of Power allows you to regain a spell slot?
Yes.
Okay.
Of up to 3rd level.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, up to I think you have up to third level. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
correct.
Okay, then that whole me using it as a thing would not have happened. If I had remembered, we actually did determine what
Great.
it was.
Right.
Okay.
That was only a
Got it.
day and a half ago, Fahima.
Want me to put it back in the back of my backpack? Want me to put it back in my backpack?
Of course. Don't let me. Ugh.
James,
No.
Fahima,
Here's the scale.
Is it all right if I scout ahead, or do you need me to be here for this?
oh no, you're fine.
All right.
Yeah,
I'm
this is
gonna-
just with the.
I'm gonna scout ahead and be sneaky.
Take Meep
Sure.
in your. Well, she's black now, actually, so
Yes.
she wouldn't.
Of course.
You have advantage from Dresden Dark on a stealth roll, but you also have disadvantage from Queso Gato.
Okay.
I understand that sometimes it is hard to put spells near Uggo when there are things that are attacking. But
Oh yes, I've been running into different.
if it's gonna happen, just let me know, okay? Like be like, hey, fireball's coming. Like, okay,
Fire in
but
the
let me
hole.
know.
But you're okay with it if I need to put a fireball next to you? I don't want to hurt you, but you're always very close to the enemy, and
Yeah,
sometimes it's hard to avoid you.
yeah. Just let me know it's coming, so
Let's
I can
try
see
to
it.
be all more aware of it,
Yeah.
and hopefully it will help us, prepare for it more
Or
in the
maybe
future.
if you're gonna shoot a fireball, you say, Uggo, wait, and I go, okay.
Yes. One moment, and then
Yeah.
yes,
And then I will go.
or maybe we have a code word that the fireball is coming.
Sometimes
Get confused. There's so many code
You're
words
right. You're right.
already.
There are. Yes.
Well, what unfortunately what usually happens is you're up right next to it as soon as possible. So is Civ, and so the fireball just sort of needs to happen. But I have other spells I can use. First, fireball is last resort because it is quite large.
Well, what if I threw them in the air and then you just hit them when I throw them in the air?
That sounds
Go.
amazing.
I think I love you.
I'm very confused.
All right, you guys make your way to the wink and the smile. You walk in, Lem's behind the counter. Oh, yeah. Back to your room then.
Yes.
Yes.
Aye.
Do you ever
Oh.
sleep, Lem?
Well, I work late. Yeah,
Is there anyone else that works here? We've only seen you.
and my cousins, they just left for a while.
Oh, okay, right. Excellent.
Do you have any?
What are all of their names? No, I'm just kidding.
Enos and Arphis, you weren't here.
Do you have any food?
Yeah, I got some food.
Do you mind if I buy some food and some ale from you?
No, not at all.
Is there anyone else in the bar yet? Is it just
Empty. This is the way Winkburgh is now. It's not a pleasant
A
place.
sad western town.
Sad
Does
western
anyone
town.
ever come in here, Lem?
Yeah, every now and again I get 5 yahoos walking through the door.
That's fair.
Really?
No,
What's
that's
a
fair.
Yahoo?
No, we are. I'll go.
Yes.
That would be us.
The 5 Yahoos. I like that.
Please don't.
Sleep
please
on
don't
it.
make that the
Let's
group
sleep
name.
on it.
Please don't make that the group name.
Definitely the yahoos. It just doesn't SEO quite well.
No.
It's a little.
No.
We got a little trademark issue, but it's so close to being good.
Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. I had a.
All right, so you guys go up to your rooms. They have gotten
CEO. Sorry.
lodging.
I'll wait down below and get all the food and drink.
Yeah, he's got, it's not great stuff. It's some mead
Yeah.
that he, some mutton that he, whips up for you. It takes a few minutes, but he gets something that's presentable and not.
And
not
I'll take
great.
the stew that I had started.
Yeah.
And then make a meal out of all that.
Okay.
Did Clandestine the Clean bring all of her stuff. Clandestine.
Come on.
Clandestine McQueen.
Which one of you is the sock puppet? Seriously. It is Cornelia. She is here.
Does she bring all of her special inks and stuff so I can
Yes.
do a couple?
She brought everything.
Is she still
spells?
shrunk?
She is still shrunk.
Cornelia, do you have any idea how to perhaps reverse that?
I definitely want to look into it as soon as I possibly can, but I felt it was more prudent to stay with all of you and bed down in a mutually conducive environment.
Have you thought about casting Dispel on yourself?
Oh, I definitely will.
Okay.
Hopefully that works.
Yes, hopefully. So what are we thinking? Are we thinking to the Duke for Duck first thing in the morning? Or-
Yes.
Perhaps stop at the shop, get a bag of holding.
Yes. Yes.
I mean, with
They
your
have
card, you can
one.
manifest
I can
a
just
shop
get it.
wherever.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's the whole point of that thing.
Oh,
is
really?
It manifests
Yeah.
wherever you
Oh,
are.
really?
And then I can
Yeah.
use this to get half
So,
off from that
Whoa.
shop.
I'll just
So literally, the amulet would blink and flash twice, and like a little shop would like flop out, and there'd be like just like a table with a little
What?
creature that.
The guy from Aladdin.
Should we?
yeah.
Have we
I was thinking
agreed?
more like Men in Black. It's like a little like.
Have we agreed to spend 500?
I mean, I think it.
I would
Good
love
idea.
a bag of holding.
Great.
Well, hold on. Perhaps we should haggle the price lower.
I think we have a good.
Yes.
Civ has learned a little bit of
Confused. You
attacking.
teach me lessons and then we don't apply.
But we're
I'm
already getting
saying-
50%
I'm
off,
saying-
which is great.
I'm saying Civ is bartering.
Yes.
That's what he's doing. That's exactly
Okay,
good
okay,
instinct.
yeah.
Does your card say you get a certain percentage off too?
No, I do have a different one.
Oh, you have two cards. Oh, okay.
Can't do it twice.
The card that she's
Can't
using.
stack coupons.
The card that she's using just
step
allows
shop.
you to buy something wherever you are, whenever you are.
You can buy one item from the shop list at any time using this card.
Wow, we really are playing a different game right now.
Yes, we are.
And I
She
will
said 25 episodes.
and I will get half off, and we will buy the bag of holding. Does anyone
Thank
No,
you, Mickey
I'm
Wolf
into it.
19.
does
for
anyone
this.
have a problem with me carrying the bag of holding? No?
Fine with that.
I mean,
I would just
That's
really
okay.
like to carry the dragon scale, but it's not necessary.
I mean, maybe you could pull it out from time to time, but
Just sort of hold
I
it,
think
look at it.
when we put it into the bag of holding, it sort of hides itself from,
Goes into a different plane of existence.
yes, pocket dimension.
As they're talking, I'm going to manifest this shop.
Yes. Do you know what a bag of holding is, Ugo?
no. I didn't realize that's what that did.
I believe so, yes.
Like I could get in there?
I don't think you want to.
No, it's probably
There's
very
no-
unpleasant.
I don't know if there's lots of air.
Yes.
I could hold my breath a long time.
You want to crawl inside of the bag.
I've never been in another plane.
Maybe when we have some downtime when we're bored, but that might not be for a very long time.
Excuse me, I've manifested a
Where
shop.
are you going?
Yes. Let's finish our business and allow this very pleasant, tiny businessman to go about his way.
Hey, what do you want?
Hey, thank you. What's your name, sir?
My name's Tiny.
Tiny. Good to
Tiny,
meet you,
we
sir.
would like one bag of holding, please.
Yes.
Oh, that'll be 1,000 gold.
Except it won't, because I
That'll be
think
500 gold.
There we go.
Fantastic.
Wow, Sif, you're really good at
Thanks,
Very
Mickey.
effective.
How much gold do you
All right,
need?
so you guys have a bag of holding.
Yay!
How much gold do you need?
Am I spending all of
spending
this?
500.
I only have 218
Okay.
left, so
How
I'll
much do you have?
I have 464.
Wow, it's almost
so
all of it.
we're like wiping out our money here.
Wow.
I have
Who would have thought Winkburgh?
Who would have thought?
Money sink.
Right.
Well, it's the place of commerce, right?
is
You said
indeed.
218?
is that a not including
218.
personal?
How about I spend 200 and you spend 300 and
Great.
we call it?
Great.
Okay.
Cool.
Sounds great.
All right, so you guys have a bag of holding. You are bedding down for the night. Is there anything you'd like to do before you go to sleep? I know you guys are spending some time noting those spells down. It is,
Please.
an hour, 2 hours per level?
2 hours per level.
So you're going to spend...
I will actually I'll wait on corpse storage if I think it's a 3rd level spell.
That's a sentence you said.
I'll wait on corpse storage.
I'll wait on
Yeah.
But I'll do meld into stone.
Yeah.
And yes, I'm sorry, go.
What level is that one? 2?
Meld into stone, I think, is level 3.
So that'll take
I'm going to
6
say
hours.
that you...
jeez.
I'm going to say that that's what you were doing.
Oh, okay, great.
That's what you were doing all day.
Thanks.
Nice.
For the last
Wonderful.
however many hours that you were gone.
Yeah, that night before, Civ,
Yes.
I'm gonna get in this. Will you pull me out?
Are you sure?
I just want to try.
Oh boy.
I've never been in another plane.
I don't want to get in trouble with them if you get hurt.
with us.
Uggo, I'm trying to scribe a spell right now, and if you get sucked into a bag of holding, it's really going to derail my plans.
Okay.
Just sleep on it.
Why don't we just wait until tomorrow night?
Sure.
I promise you can crawl inside of the bag of holding tomorrow. Promise.
Maybe as like a consolation, you can stick your hand in there.
I'll go.
Just
Pulls
a
out a
finger.
dagger. You promise?
Oh my god.
I don't
is your
like
hand?
spilling blood
I don't know.
with friends. Sorry.
Look, you have too many fresh wounds from all
I
the blood
mean,
packs
buddy.
you've made
Yeah,
it's
recently.
fine.
Okay.
I give you my word. All right?
Okay.
I'm going to
I'm
scribe.
starting to feel like our blood brother is less important when you just cut your hand all the time.
He made a very. He promised.
I did. I
Yes,
did.
but also this one is from Lem.
Yeah.
Okay, there's multiple on here from people.
This is how I keep track of who I have
I know, but
agreements with.
do you see how cut up your hand is?
It's not going
Yes,
well.
it helps me know.
It's a very agreeable hand.
Jeff, I want to use my Force of Good from Mickey Wolf to instantly learn Thunderbolt Jump.
Nice.
And then I'll spend half the time, because it's Conjuration, 2 hours on Fire Whip.
Nice. So you now know how to conjure a fire whip and how to step through enemies as actual lightning.
Nice.
Yeah. And I'm guessing we don't have enough time for another 2 hours on the campsite spell, so.
You can if you just want to. If you want to forego sleep.
I don't, yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll just, save that for
All right. So we're bedding down. No more
Yes, yes.
shenanigans.
Right.
There's always shenanigans.
Yahoos.
Are you feeling all?
The
I mean,
yahoos
you're feeling all right about your your mother and the sisters and
Yes.
everything. I can send your father a sending right now and just let him know they're on their way.
Well, that might be nice.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Send a sending to Eric Dumblestuck.
Yep.
Margaret and your daughters, minus Lily, are on their way. Couple days.
Yes.
That, but yeah.
A few days, but they're traveling with some seemingly very trustworthy folk. I'll check in with you to make sure they arrive soon. I need to really count more.
That was more than 25 minutes. All right. Well, it was like,
To make sure that
yeah. That,
dropped call.
Again, that message just leaves you and enters the ether, and there's a moment, and you hear, "Very good news indeed. I can't wait to see them. Thank you, heroes of Bingle. Thank you. Thank you so much. I have to tell you, Bingle is getting back to normal. Can't wait to host you someday."
Good news. Good news. Sounds like they're getting some new clientele and people are arriving back to the island.
Great. Thank
Yeah.
you for doing that, James.
Of course. Which, before we go to sleep, do we want to bring up the question of what we tell people we're called?
Yes, I've been thinking
I mean,
about
the
that.
Preet or the Duke asked, right? And we
Right.
just sort of said awkwardly,
Our names?
we're us.
It also kind of depends what sort of reputation we want to have for ourselves.
Agreed.
I mean, do we want to strike fear into our enemies?
Yep.
Or do we want to inspire hope in our friends?
I think we
Yes.
should let them know we're highly intelligent as well.
Sure.
Better the latter than the former for me, I guess. I mean, I think, I think you cause more danger, like trying to make people afraid.
I agree.
I mean, Heroes of Bingle is nice. It feels sort of, I don't know, I don't like calling myself heroes. It feels like you're asking for trouble.
Right. Or
Should we ask the amulet?
we could.
Could ask the amulet.
Maybe just see what they have to say.
We also need to discuss what we're going to do with the Duke tomorrow, because we still don't have an answer.
No.
Other than this paper, which seems to be a riddle.
But he might have some advice on that.
Yes,
There was something about the answer that's inside you, or
Right.
something.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
I
he
think
ate
they
his own
might.
words.
They might have some more information that we are not currently privy to.
Are we gonna have to cut this Duke open?
I don't think
I don't
it.
think so.
Well,
I
if
don't
the
think-
words are inside him. How are we gonna know what to say?
Let's hope they're being metaphorical.
I don't think it will do to speculate.
I know
We
that
should
word.
just sleep and go to him.
All right.
I agree.
I agree.
I don't know what we're agreeing to, but I agree.
Go to sleep.
I agree.
Do we want to ask the amulet
Yeah.
Yes.
for their input?
Yes.
I already asked it.
Great watchers of the time stream, the assembled team would love your advice as to what they should be called. So we will wait for that answer, but
And not the Yahoo.
it's 5 Yahoo, pretty strong.
That is off limits.
If there wasn't just a giant website, that would be so good. Okay, so we would love to get suggestions from the amulet, but we will do that.
The Googles. No.
The Cinco
five
Googles.
Googles.
The Ask Jeeves.
So, you guys bed down. It is a fairly restful night. This accommodation isn't exactly opulent, but it is certainly comfortable. And all of you wake feeling refreshed with your health restored, your spell slots back, and you find yourselves ready to. You're going back to the Dukes?
Yes.
First thing in the morning? Okay.
I would like to stop by a shop and buy a couple daggers to replenish my supply.
I would also like to buy a couple of hand axes.
All right. We'll just say that you guys have done that.
Okay,
and
cool.
Deduct the amount that is the standard. Actually, it's going to be 50% more because everything in Winkburgh is more
Hard to come
expensive
by.
and harder to come by.
Yeah.
So you step by the general store. I believe it was Wyatt's general store, and you purchase those items at a inflated price, but that's because things are hard to come by here. The thing that before you left, though, as you were walking down, you noticed Cornelia, who came out of her room, looked a foot shorter than even she was last night. She is quite distressed.
It seems to be continuing to happen at a periodic rate. I'm going to go back to my campsite and see if there's any magical texts that I can get a clue as to what is happening before I shrink away into nothing.
It might be some sort of curse.
I'm worried that is the case.
I mean, and we already know that Calcutta likes cursing people, unfortunately.
Indeed, and curses that are resistant to mere dispel spells.
Can I make a suggestion?
Please.
If you get your books and you can't seem to find an answer, come to the Duke's. Perhaps he has more books or someone in his employ that could help you.
Yes.
That's a very good idea indeed. I intend to consult with the Natural Order as well, but I will meet you there. I bid you adieu.
Be very careful.
Bye.
Okay, she scuttles away. Tiny though now. She's like, almost Lily size at this point. She's quite short, small, and her she's wrapped her clothes and sort of tied them in ways to try to keep them on her, but she's dragging bits of clothing.
Do you have any leftover clothes that you could give her so she's
I
not?
can give her something out of my disguise kit.
Sure.
Yeah.
she's got a hat and a cloak, but at least it fits.
Yeah.
And a mustache.
I'll take her clothes.
Takes the mustache for some reason.
All right.
It looks good on you.
So you guys make your way back to the very well-guarded residence of the Duke of Winkburgh. The guards at this point have been informed to let you in. You are welcomed in, and again, Preet is there to immediately coming up to you and say, welcome back.
Any news? Anything change?
The Duke is the same. I was hoping you would have news for me.
Well, we investigated the tower, but we can talk about it inside if you'd like.
Okay.
We found a letter.
You're not encouraging me to think positively, but we shall come.
We have leads. We have leads.
Found a cryptic letter, and I think it'd be best if we didn't repeat ourselves and we just said everything in front of the Duke.
Right.
Fair enough. Come with me, please.
And he guides you down that hallway that you remember with the tapestries into the door. Big double doors, curtain again pulled open. A duck sitting in a pond.
Oh, and you don't have your duck costume.
Hello. Hello, Your Excellency.
We have some possible options for solution.
Yes, I hand that over to Preet.
My Duke, they have handed me a letter that seems to be written by Calcutta Theed.
Yes.
It says, Dunol. Yes, Duke.
Yes.
His intelligence has
started to wane.
Ducked. It's only.
Dunol.
Yes, sorry, I was starting. It's okay.
Now you finally understand my power. If you desire your freedom, speak the words that were inside you. Lay them out and crack the code. Then bow to the greatest mage to ever walk. What do you think this means?
Did he say something to her? What did he say to her?
Right.
I told her she was the greatest mage. I said, Minefield to Torso is the greatest mage.
Yes, he unfortunately told her that Misogran Turzo was the greatest mage to ever walk.
What if he was to acknowledge that she is the greatest mage?
Yeah, say it out
In other
loud.
words, taking back the words that he originally said.
Duke, can you please say that she is the greatest mage?
She's the greatest mage.
No, but her name. Say her name.
That's what I said. It's the greatest mage.
That ever walked the earth.
Then I don't want.
James is trying not to laugh.
It does not seem to be working. It says here, speak the words that were inside you. Lay them out and crack the code. Lay them out.
Yes, and if you notice, there's some odd symbology, symbols all over the letter that seem to be some sort of code, yes.
What I think needs to happen is we need to get a combination of symbols that we can then link up to the letters that they signify.
Duke, you do not think this means... What? Shall I show them?
Oh, boy.
I don't know.
It's all right.
It's poop.
What? It was poop.
They did not sign the NDA.
I know, but I think it can help me.
My Duke, I will do as you ask.
You can show them.
We're very discreet.
Oh, boy.
All right.
We're not being watched by strange otherworldly watchers from another plane.
Hey, that's a good name.
By the way,
And there's no
good
dark
one.
god.
Don't even worry about it.
Fellowship of the Sock, Warden Warriors, Guardians of the Amulet, Bingle's Chosen, Champions of Ayn, Warden Watchers.
Wow.
Just chew on some of those.
Yeah, can we note those down?
Yeah, we will. We'll definitely note all of those down.
So, Preet walks over to one of the guards and whispers in his ear, and the guard walks away, and he leaves the room, and it's awkward for a while, and the Duke goes,
Please, don't judge me.
Of course not.
the
Ooh, he's got
guard
props.
walks back out.
Oh no.
Eggs.
Crack the code.
And he hands them to Preet, and Preet goes, the first few days that the Duke was in this state,
I need eggs. Oh my goodness, I need eggs.
Okay.
it was not a
okay.
pretty sight. The Duke found it very uncomfortable to pass the egg.
Wow.
But these are the eggs he passed, and I suppose I give them to...
Give them to him.
I mean, I'm not smart, but do boy ducks lay eggs?
Let's not conjecture in front of the harmed parties. Let's
This is a question we also asked, but
Okay.
the Duke would prefer not to think
yeah.
of this.
you know,
It is a great
cursed
honor,
boy
too.
ducks, apparently.
Hey, can I have some eggs?
In the same order.
What do we got?
Okay.
There are symbols or markings inside of
James?
the eggs.
Can you write this down, please?
Uh-huh.
R.
Oh, there are letters.
E.
R hexagon.
Explain what you're doing.
I have notated a key of all the letters and the symbols that are next to them. This took a while. I was very dedicated to this process. But I'm hoping it's right. I mean, it could totally be completely wrong.
You said R-E.
Yeah. This, I'm guessing, is the cloud.
Maybe, yeah.
L or double L.
There's
Okay.
also colors on these too. So.
Yeah, I'm notating the colors.
Should we put them back in where they were, just so we don't lose them?
Sure,
Yeah. Yeah.
I got it,
Well, I'm
okay.
putting them here in the same order.
I got you.
This.
Preet and the guards and the and the duck are all like leaning in and looking as you guys are working.
I'm just taking a claw and
This, I
going,
guess, could be the.
handing it over.
Could be the purple tornado. It's the only thing that looks like the symbol of like going down. Diamond
Wait,
is.
what was the purple tornado? An O?
Oh, yeah,
You have the
sorry,
letter?
O. Diamond is a V or a Y.
Can you hand that over to Ugo?
Oh, this could be an arrow going up or down, but the only arrow that had the solid up was an E.
When I opened it, it was going to the left. I don't know if that helps.
There's no left
Okay,
arrow.
well, then, never mind.
What does that say? Anything?
R-E-L, possible double L, O, V, or Y-E.
Huh, nothing.
I mean...
Well, we might have to still piece these things
Yeah,
together.
and this could be totally
lover?
wrong.
No, lover.
Are these in order of how the eggs came out?
Yes.
Left to right?
They are in order as how they came out. Yes.
Oh, I don't have anything for a
straight circle?
A circle.
Maybe it's just the color?
Yeah, I mean, all the M's were blue.
Where's the letter? Oh, here, you have it.
All the M's are blue.
That's an M?
I don't have anything
might
for a
be a
square either.
There's
So-
a circle above U's. Dots.
It's a black dot. There's
it
also
black?
an
Maybe
E
it's a
that's
dot.
circled in yellow.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't have anything for a square though.
Square.
No square.
No
Okay.
square.
Oh.
Nothing for a red square.
You can just go off the color.
Yeah. Well, all the reds are Y's.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So that's the best guess. The plus is a red plus is a Y.
Yeah.
Oh, is that yes, another Y?
Also,
Okay.
the non-red plus is a Y. There's no heart, but all the purples are O's.
Yeah.
Isn't that a heart?
An O?
No, that's a tornado. That's what I thought this was.
Oh.
Oh, this is another cloud. So L or double L. And then a star is K.
Wow. Okay.
So it doesn't look like anything? Doesn't look like anything?
No, it could be something.
Hey,
Okay.
Make sure I didn't do anything wrong.
This also could be wrong, you know, it's not foolproof.
E-L-L-O-V.
I mean, and there are symbols that don't exist that we're just going off of the color.
Maybe do one that's just colors and another one that's just symbols.
But there's no
The red
orange.
square was also a Y.
There's no orange
Or
color
green.
at all.
There's no orange or green.
I see.
There's only purple, blue, yellow,
right.
red, and pen. It's right? Okay, we just have to
believe it.
figure it out.
L-K.
So what did you guys say? The letters say?
So that's a double.
There is a square.
Here, why don't we move it so you guys
Isn't a
can-
diet? What?
There's an arrow, it's a T.
Wait,
Oh,
just
my
leave it, just
shit.
leave it, just leave it, just leave it.
Just leave it? Okay.
Could a square be Y? It is, I think.
Yeah.
So what letters did you
Remove my yoke?
Yep.
What?
This is why Morgan needs to be here, y'all. Can you imagine how long we'd be here?
Oh, I would just be
I
like,
had one job, right, Jared?
that's right, that's right. That's,
Remove my yoke.
Yes!
So, as you say those words, the priest and the guards stand back, and the duck stands back, and the duck says,
What do I
say those words,
those
yes.
remove my yoke?
and he bows,
Then bow, yes.
and you see
Oh.
feathers start retreating into his body. His wings start flapping and shaking and pulling back into his body, and all of the feathers, the beak pulls back into a mouth. His nose starts coming out. Human body starts beginning to morph out of this duck body. The little duck legs spring up and extend up into human legs, and this thing Oh!
Wow!
I'm back!
Oh no.
I was a duck!
Oh no!
And he's standing stark naked, and Preet nods at two guards, and they grab a tapestry from the wall and yank it down and run over and hold it in front of the Duke. And you see just a tapestry of an Achirai, 2 feet sticking out. And he's like, I can't believe it! You did it!
Apparently.
Oh, me again! Thank you so much. I'm very pleased to see the Duke in... Duke, please, close for the Duke, please. Oh my God, it feels so good to be me again!
I can only imagine.
Oh, thank you so much, thank you. Oh, I'm so indebted to all of yous. Oh my God, this is... And the guards run over and bring clothes, very opulent clothes, a silken shirt and silk pants. And
is he still standing in water?
Yes, absolutely, yeah.
And duck poop.
Yeah. He steps out. The guards on the other side of him very dutifully are like keeping the tapestry in front of him. And he's like, I can't believe it, you guys, you are the heroes of Winkburgh. You did it.
That's very nice. Yes.
You have no idea what it's like to be a duck. It's not pleasant. You think duck thoughts and you eat duck. You fed me nuts.
You liked them.
I did. It was delicious.
Duke,
thank you.
If I may be so bold, your people are suffering.
Winkburgh is suffering. The economy is not going well.
My Duke, the assembled five here speak the truth. Things are not good. I've tried to explain to you, but your duck brain was not processing information the same way. Oh, no, you're right. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do to make this better? What do I do? Well, the first thing, Duke, I think, is to establish rule of law again. Yeah. Oh, God.
Just a simple statement that you're back and
They haven't seen you in ages.
feeling more yourself.
Yeah, Preet, put something together. We gotta get the town's guard out, and I'll see to it, my Duke. But first, I believe there is the matter of a reward. Yeah, sure, yeah. I'm so indebted to you. This is a crazy experience. Preet tells me that you're just moving through here. You need transportation?
We do.
Yes. We actually need to go quite far.
Yes, my Duke. They are traveling north, you said?
About, yes, ish.
Oh. I could help with that. I'll give you one of my, what are they called?
A chai-rai?
Verdu? Hang on, I wrote it down. Oh man, I thought I could remember it.
Now you're like me. Can't remember anything.
Yeah, I know.
Do you even
Vardo.
watch this show?
You guys know what a Vardo
watch
is?
this show?
No.
Vardo is a
covered wagon that.
but it's more
Romani
opulent than that.
right?
It's
Yeah,
nice.
Romani.
It's like what a traveling circus troupe would be in.
Traveling
A big
caravan?
like I've been calling it the fantasy Winnebago. It's like
Like
Yes.
a gypsy caravan?
like a gypsy
100%.
caravan. Yeah.
You can't say gypsy.
Romani. No,
Thing,
yeah.
yeah.
We're not supposed to use that word anymore.
Yeah.
Jared said it. I repeated it. Jared's
It's not
fault.
derogatory.
Sorry.
It's still gypsies.
It is a derogatory term.
Anyway, so the Duke said, I have several. Like we could customize it for you. Anything you want. You could travel anything you want.
Well, we need something to pull it.
Oh,
We can't just have our orc pull it.
my Duke.
Unless it's self-propelled.
Yeah, we can't have our orc pull it.
No. I'll go, no.
My Duke.
Yeah, no, that's what I said. No.
Hey, I could easily give you some chai rai. You guys wanted a couple of chai rai to pull the Vardo?
Yes.
That would be amazing.
And we would also need food to feed them.
Yeah, you got it. Anything you want. I can help you out with anything you want. I'm just so grateful.
Have they been neutered of their black smoke ability?
Well, we have some that have and some that have not. We can do as you please.
I'll take one with, please.
With smoke.
Yeah.
Yes, of course. We can do
Smoking
this.
and non-smoking.
I didn't say it. I'll go dip.
Preet will see to it. I gotta eat some human food.
Please, yes.
Leads and
Maybe
several of the
duck eggs.
several
Just a
of the
thought.
several of the guards leave with him. He's splashing out of the thing, and he's got his he's pulling his silk pants and shirt on, and he leaves the room. And Preet stands there, typically unemotional and stoic. You have done a good thing here today. I will ensure that the Duke reclaims the proper sense of decorum. And we will reclaim this city as well. I did not think that you could accomplish this. I assumed that you were, since you were not the people I called for, that you would not come through in this. But I am quite impressed that you cracked the code, so to speak.
Yes.
The Duke will no doubt want me to ensure that your Vardo is exactly to the specifications that you require.
Thank you.
So I would like to know from you, what do you want?
I know exactly what I want.
Please, tell me.
There's a priest in town. His name is Chalmers. Do you know him?
I'm familiar with Chalmers, yes.
I would like the Duke to anoint him as his royal advisor so that he may never make this same mistake again.
Royal advisor.
I realize
Title that I would think was for me. But
Yes, I realize that.
Co-advisor, perhaps.
Yes,
Spiritual.
exactly.
Yes.
Fine, all of those things. My friends are helping me out with my words, and I appreciate that. But the one thing that disgusts me about all of this, to be blunt, is that the people have suffered the most, and that there are brigands out there taking advantage of this terrible situation, and they're not going to receive any form of restitution after this. So the least that you and the Duke could do is ensure their safety and their protection. And I think having someone like Chalmers at your side, or at the Duke's side, would instill that sort of overwhelming duty to the people that make the Duke the Duke.
When powerful people get angry at each other, the first to suffer are the less fortunate.
indeed, you speak wise words, and I will take these to heart. We in Winkburgh, historically, are used to creating contracts, to bind agreements. I will have this one written up, post-haste.
Thank you.
And I can assure you, I will follow through with this request. And let me say, it has not been comfortable for me personally to see this beloved town fall the way it has. And I will do everything in my power, with the advisement of Chalmers, to ensure our Duke reclaims what Winkburgh once was. It has been a smear on our reputation, on his reputation personally and mine. And this is not something we take lightly.
May I request something?
Of course.
For the people as well? Perhaps you could throw a party?
Party.
Yes. You could throw it at the Wink and the Smile, and in the streets outside of it, the Duke could make an appearance so they could see him here again. You could open a bar tab and give everyone a drink, or the little ones a cider, non-alcoholic.
Party.
There's nothing that brings the people together that have been scared to come out in the streets like that. And I think it would be heartening for them to see him and you.
It's really nice.
Once again, I think you speak wise words. A party in Winkburgh. This is a new concept, surely, but one we will do after we establish rule
Yes,
of law. again.
absolutely.
Can I make a suggestion?
Of course.
That tower, you should knock it down. Blow it up, whatever you
There
can.
is nothing good going on in there.
There's quite a lot of valuable things inside as well.
Or at least keep a very good eye on it, because I'm not sure knocking it down would be very easy.
Yes.
We also
That
found
Vargan, that her assistant, her associate, is one to watch out for as well.
a lot of body parts in there.
Yeah.
Maybe undead.
Good.
Cleaned that out mostly, I think, but
This is horrible to hear. We will take care of it.
also if you could make it Navardo work so that Fahima can study spells inside of it while it moves?
Oh,
Yes.
it's thoughtful of you.
I'm having a hard time, honestly, wrapping my head around what it is. So I mean, in terms of what else it could have, yes, I mean.
I want to know how large a Vardo you would like.
Oh.
I would like to know what you would like it to look like. A paint job.
Plush rugs.
The
Big
shrugs,
curtains.
yes. Anything you like.
Airy.
We want to make it to your exact specifications.
Gosh.
We can have it open in the back when you are at rest, if you like a mummer show would be, or we can have it stay closed and more secure. You can have it large, but it will be slower, or you can have it smaller and you would gain more time, gain more distance over time. These are all questions you must ask yourselves, and these are all things we will happily do for you.
How much time is this all going to take? Because we need to get on the road, as they say.
Yes. Well, we have several of the Duke's personal coaches that we can use for this purpose, and I have an army of Dansguard ready to jump into action, should I say.
Thank you.
So tell me.
I mean, speed at least should be.
Yes.
Yeah.
Should there be a keg in it?
Always.
A wet
Yes.
bar.
Fine inks and paper would be excellent.
I would like small little windows that I may fire a bow from, or a crossbow if necessary.
I was gonna say the same thing.
Yes.
Okay.
And maybe nothing too on the inside. Nice, you know, nice decorations would be nice. On the outside, maybe nothing too.
Flashy.
Yeah, too flashy. Yeah,
Handholds.
Sleeps 5.
Sleep
Yes?
5.
Great.
More or
yes.
less?
Maybe one more.
Sleep 6.
Yes, in case we have company.
And
Planning on bringing someone, James?
No, I'm just saying we've
Well, in
we've
case-
met. You know, maybe Cornelia's coming with us, for
I
instance.
know who you're thinking about.
What?
Maud. You want to have Maud in the Vardo.
Oh goodness. No, well, I mean, we have Cornelia, who's going to need a bit of.
You want Cornelia in the Vardo?
Oh my goodness. I'll go.
I'm just saying. Handlebars on the side so that, like, if we move, I can hang off of it.
bars on the side, yes.
Yeah.
Colors. Color? What would you like?
Purple.
Red?
Purple.
I just said a color.
I was thinking just like wood,
I mean, wood panel. is
Purple
fine.
wood, yes.
Yes.
something not too, like you said, not too flashy. I feel
Yeah.
like.
Yes.
If you could create a little bit of armor on it, it doesn't have to be heavy, something like a thick hide.
Of course, armor would slow you down, yes, but we could do hide. We
Right.
could, do some pelts on this side.
Yes, that way if anything were to be fired upon us, it would have to pierce the hide.
Fireproof?
Fireproof.
Fireproof
This would be
protection.
difficult, but I shall attempt to.
Sort of coating?
Fireproof coating. Well, what would you suggest?
Alchemy?
Well, I could look
Maybe
into it.
Fahima.
There's two guards in the back, like writing down things and like looking at each other, like because that's gonna be their job to
Extra
do it.
storage for books. Yes. Yeah.
Decoration-wise, just very comfortable.
On the back, can it say wardens or bust?
No.
Yeah, can we have a string of cans?
That's amazing. Just leveled.
Yes.
Just level.
So,
Sense?
just so I know, this cart or wagon or whatever you want to call it, how many of these Achairai will it take to pull if there are 5 or 6 of us and the cart?
It depends on how big the Bardo is. If you would like a large coach with lots of accoutrement, then we will need 3 or more Achairai, but 2 usually can do it with a nimble coach.
How much food does one of those beasts eat in a day?
I fear it is not an insignificant amount, but we will have foodstuffs packed on the side for you. That will last, I am sure, weeks.
What do they eat?
They eat grains, meat. They can eat wildlife.
Great.
They are
No problem.
terrifying hunters, to be quite frank.
So we'll have
Really?
somebody who's driving the Achairai. We'll have somebody who's driving them.
Unfortunately, I cannot spare a man to send with you, but I can instruct you in the ways of taming and dealing with the Achairai. I must be very clear with you. Choosing to have their smokestacks intact is quite dangerous.
I think I think the orc is the only one that wants one with smoke.
I do one with smoke and one without. This is very easy to do. I just want you to be very aware. It's very, very tough.
Is it like gas where they sometimes randomly let it out?
Well, random is not the word I would use.
But like if they get excited, are they gonna like...
Angry is the word I would use, yes. When they become angry, this is a defense mechanism and an attack form of
Perhaps we should just take the ones without it.
Maybe if I can't tell it to not do that, yeah.
And we can't guarantee they won't get angry.
Yeah.
Quick question about that.
I know all about that.
Does it hurt them to neuter them of that? Like declawing a cat?
Yes,
It does.
yes.
Does it cause pain for them for the rest of their lives?
No, not for the rest of their lives. Mostly during the process of
During the
stabbing them,
operation.
cutting it out, and removing it,
Oh,
and then sewing it back together.
I'm just like this. When he's saying that to Fema, I'm like,
But it won't cause ongoing pain for them.
Yeah, that is not clear, no.
Oh, okay.
I do not believe that is the case.
Okay.
I'll make sure they're very happy when they're with us.
I think just for our own purposes, because we don't know how easy food is going to come by, it might make sense to have a cart that requires 2 to 3 to pull it, and then we'll need 1 extra to tie onto the back as if it's like an excess oxen or horse in case one of them throws a leg.
This is something we can do, but I must warn you, the more HRI, the more room for possible... These are pack animals. These are animals that come, that live in flocks together. So the more of them that you have, the more potential there is for them to rebel.
Do they fight with each other?
No, they're very cooperative. It is everyone else they hate.
Got it.
I know a little bit about animals and taking care of them. May I meet your trainer or whoever does this so that I could see? Great.
I think we all should probably have a training session, right?
Probably.
Sure.
Indeed, we can do this. We can do this now, or we can do this when you are comfortable. There are so many things to do. I will leave you in the capable hands of my guards, but we can give you accommodations here or anything you would like in the city. The Duke, I'm sure, will want to see you again before you leave, but I am excited to get to work on this reward. And once again, I am so grateful for your incredible deed here in Winkburgh.
It's our pleasure.
Preet, before you go, I just had an idea. Can we also have some healing potions? We used a lot of them.
If you happen to have any.
If you have any.
I don't have any on these premises, but I can have the guards ask if there are any vendors in town that possibly deal with this. I fear that most of our alchemists or highly skilled workers have already fled the city.
Can understand, yeah.
The hardy few who have stayed at this point.
Well, thank you. Yes, this sounds wonderful. Thank you.
And he sees himself out, and then a couple of guards walk up with their halberds, and they're like, "We're the guys are gonna handle it for you. So maybe you come back in a few hours. We'll see what we can do."
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We really appreciate it.
Thanks for helping the Duke.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And so they leave, and you guys are free to leave the residence. What would you like to do?
I need.
What time is it?
Pretty early.
It's pretty early, yeah. I mean, you came here, you spent, I would say, a couple hours doing this, but it is still midday at most.
Okay.
I need to make a small pit stop at the temple, but it won't take more than a moment. If that's all right.
Of course.
If we don't have anything pressing, I was thinking maybe we could do a bit of spell practice. If Lily, you want to join us?
Sure. Yes.
Sure. Yeah.
But that's obviously not the top priority.
I'm gonna go with Civ.
Fine.
I'm a little wary of spellcast right now.
I don't blame you.
Yeah.
All right. So we'll split up a little bit, and you guys will head
Split the party.
Split the party, my favorite
Well,
thing.
one's going to a temple, the other ones are blowing stuff up.
All right. Where would you guys like to go to blow stuff up?
Maybe go back to where Cornelia's camp. Maybe check on her.
Okay.
She didn't come yet, right? To the palace?
For the Duke.
No, you told her that, yeah, to meet you there, and she has not shown up yet, no.
Oh, on our way out, just quickly, I will send off another note to my just as I have been.
Okay.
See if he'll respond.
Yeah, this is by,
Telling him where I am, updating him on the adventure.
not by magical means, this is
Nope,
by
just
conventional.
sending a letter.
Yeah.
Yep.
Speaking of that, though, I mean, I'll send off another sending to Nance because I didn't actually tell her what I was supposed to say.
Yeah.
Hi, Nance. James again. I forgot to tell you. Please, just let Roland know Fahima is with us. How am I doing?
I haven't been
like
counting,
7
but I don't think Roland is his name, right?
7.
No. Conroy.
Conroy. Why?
Sorry, I was like, who's Roland?
Conroy, not Roland. Conroy.
No, that Fahima is with us, is that what you said?
Yes, Fahima is with us. She's safe. Send any letters to Bingle.
All right. Again, the message goes out into the ether.
Thumbs up emoji.
Yeah. And you hear,
James, I've been waiting to hear from you. We'll convey the message as best I can. X-Bright ways away, so probably won't hear back very soon. Hope you're safe. Things in Turles still tense.
Doesn't sound like Turles is doing any better. Maybe is it worth asking the Duke to put in a good word for us with, you know?
Can't hurt.
Yes, I mean,
It truly can't get any worse than it is.
they currently think we're murderers.
They might send someone down here to look for us if they know where we're at.
We might be gone by then. Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
True.
But I think we're murderers all we want, but we aren't.
No, I know, but still, if very powerful people think you're a murderer, it can cause some trouble.
Unless you count Whitebeard, the clam. Okay, we're murderers.
I don't know.
It's a viewpoint.
It is a viewpoint.
all right, so you guys are gonna go blow some stuff up.
Well, technically,
go down
people
that
who
rabbit hole
cut
too far.
flowers and give them to people who murdered flowers.
Yep.
Okay.
So you guys arrive back at Cornelius Clamp, just the two of you, right? What are you guys doing?
Lily too, right?
Lily's coming with
All
us.
three of you?
Yes.
Ogo's going with James, or Sid. So you arrive back at the camp and you see a movement in one of the tents, and Cornelia is clearly in there. But you guys can do your own thing. You don't have to necessarily.
Cornelia!
Yes. And she walks out again, smaller than even the last time you saw her.
Oh,
Much,
goodness.
very small.
Oh boy.
Does it seem to be progressing like by the hour, or?
Yes, I think I need to maybe leave. I don't know, or check out the spell tower myself and see if there's any clues. I'm worried I will be shrunk into nothingness. But I'm so pleased that you succeeded on your mission, and you can go on your way to wherever you're going next as heroes.
Should you come with us?
Should we take her to the spell tower?
Yes, maybe we should.
I'm afraid that I will be no use for you as I continue to shrink.
Well, I don't like the
There's
idea
all
of
the
you going
books
to
there.
the spell tower alone.
Let's escort her there.
Yes. I mean, I think we cleared it out, but I'm not sure.
I mean, that's a good place to practice spells too.
It's true.
Yeah.
If you'd like, we can do that, or I can. I honestly don't know what to do. I'm sort of losing hope. Everything I've tried has been for naught, and I continue to get smaller, which makes things much more difficult.
I'll cast Enlarge on her.
Ooh, good call.
Okay.
See what it does.
Yeah, she one size larger, but again, it's not her regular size. It's one step back on the chain that she's been doing. She's like,
Oh, yes. Perhaps if I just kept doing that, a spell I definitely need to add to my repertoire.
I suppose, but it only really lasts for a minute.
Oh,
Yes.
well, how often? Oh, depressing thought, indeed.
I'm going to look in my spyglass, just checking the top of the tower.
Yeah.
Does it look different? Does it look any more disturbed than we left it?
no, it doesn't. I mean, you're seeing the room from that perched view,
Yeah.
and it doesn't seem to be disturbed or changed much. You're seeing a static shot from the perspective of that telescope.
Okay. This is urgent.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think,
We should take her there.
yes.
It's our fault, really. So.
Well, no, not at all. I did everything I could, and I am glad to have helped. If anything that was in that chest has aided you in your quest, then it is certainly the natural order's honor and duty to help. So these are hazards that a field operative of the natural order will run into from time to time.
Okay.
Do you feel that your magical ability has also reduced?
That's something I hadn't even considered. Maybe that's why I'm not able to deal with this. I don't know. I must meditate on it and maybe commune with Fesh, the scholar of Nightstone Abbey. He's the wisest and most well-read of our clan, of our order.
Meanwhile, over at the temple, you guys make your way to the temple and walk in. Again, it is a nondescript sort of stone slabs, and there are candles burning on the back wall. And
Is it a cathedral?
it is not. No, it is much smaller than that. It is, you can think of this sort of as a Western town.
Gotcha.
It's a pit stop on the way to other places. So there's nothing. The Mage Tower is by far the most opulent structure.
Even over
of the
the
place.
Dukes?
The Dukes is very nice, but was built at a time when the whole town was. This was like trying to make it a step up in what this place is capable of.
Right.
Larger, taller, grander,
more impressive.
The Dukes is very nice, but it's certainly the second most.
Is there any particular holy symbols that are shown? Or?
There are symbols for commerce and for trade, and there's a solitary man in a very plain-looking robe. This is not a kind of a place that you would go in and see
opulence
or statues or anything like that. It's much more. I mean, even though it is built for trade and commerce, all of those things seem to have been stripped away from it, probably as a survival technique in the recent weeks and months. So this gentleman that you... You're back.
Yes.
Yes.
It's
good to see
I
you.
brought another friend of mine. This is Uggo.
Hi.
Yes, hello.
He's been through a lot with me. I don't want to take too much of your time. I just wanted to let you know that I spoke to the Duke. He's feeling much better.
Oh.
Yes.
This is good to hear, indeed. Yes.
So he's releasing the guards. They're going to be actually doing their job and guarding the town now.
Praise gods. This is good to hear.
Right.
Who did this?
Well, our group,
I told you. Did I not?
Yes.
Hey, Jeff. Sorry, quick question for
Sure.
you. In Uggo's history with religion,
yes.
What is considered a generous tithe? Generally.
You mean a value of money?
Yes, a value of money that's a general.
Oh, I mean, a gold is probably pretty generous, but 5 gold would be like.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Sorry.
I just wanted to let you know that I deeply appreciate your advice, and I took it to heart. I'm planning on doing some of the things that we talked about, just finding the best way to do it. But that's not why we're here. We're here because I spoke to the Duke and Preet on your behalf, and they're going to employ you as an advisor.
Oh my. Well, first let me say, I did not say anything that you did not already know. Secondly, that is an act of great selflessness and generosity, and I am touched. I don't know who will take over my duties here.
Well, you don't have to stop doing what you're doing. You'll just be sitting on the council as well. I just thought the Duke is so very, very much like the people that were cruel to me in my home city. And I thought, instead of seeking revenge on him, which is what I normally would have done, that I would change and try something different. My hope is that you can bend his ear and make him realize how important the people are, more so than his own vanity and his own reputation. which, to be honest with you, means nothing to me. Preet seems like a very intelligent, respectful, wise man. I think you two will get along very well. But the Duke is brash and self-indulgent. And I want the people here to be protected. And I know you know what that means. Does that make sense?
It does, yes. I do not have much experience with the Duke personally, but I believe him to be a decent man, and I certainly will advise him in my role, my new role. This town has suffered recently, and I suspect you're right. It is because of the Duke's vanity and self-indulgence. So I will take on this responsibility, and I will do all I can. Thank you. You have done a good thing.
I hope so. I hope things change, and I hope they get better. I do. I really do.
I know you speak the truth. And this is something you should not back away from.
Yeah. Sorry. I shouldn't have been listening.
I'm sorry, I forgot you were here.
Yeah.
It's all right.
Is there something I can do for you, my friend?
Thank you. I say it a lot, and she's not here, so I can say it without her bugging me about it, but I'm not very smart. But there was one thing I did know. Sib was suffering. I don't know why, and it's still confusing, but since he came to see you, he's different. I don't know what was said. I assume it was something like what you just said. And if so, you're a very wise man.
Oh, I merely reminded him of things he already knows.
Sometimes that's the wisest thing a man can do.
Yes.
I don't know what god this is, but I was taught to help those that are in need. And you and your town look like you're in need. And I would like to give you this. And he hands out 20 gold.
Thank you.
Please.
This is quite generous.
I'm learning the value of money. Never really had a lot of it. But something you said, Siv, just now that makes me realize that I don't know much about you. And it sounds like you have also suffered like Ugo has suffered. But in different way. I did not come from a place where there is lots of money, but I have seen its damage. And if there are more like you, in charge of power and money, perhaps there would be less suffering in this world. And that is all I want. The more I'm with these, you haven't met the rest of them, they're pretty cool too, but the more that I am with him and these, the more I realize that maybe there's meaning to what I have experienced. And maybe I can take that and mold it like a hammer. Had I not come here, I don't know if I would have really understood that.
I have to disagree with you. You are quite intelligent. Wise, I would even say. You know, you ask what god this is. This is the god of trade, of commerce, of money. This is not a god I pray to. I reside in Winkburgh, and I do as they ask and try to encourage healthy trade agreements and plentiful, bountiful monetary rewards. But what I believe in is something greater, something different, something that you speak to. I appreciate your tithe. But I quite like my cement chairs. My lack of decorations. We had to take a lot down when things went downhill, but
I like caves, so I totally understand.
the most important thing, as you leave our fair city, is to listen to yourselves, to each other, to your souls, to the gods. Ah, do you feel them? Yes. I've quite enjoyed meeting you. You remind me of myself long ago.
You used to be an adventurer like us.
It really was. It all started as a simple dungeon run.
Jeff.
I can relate. I met him in a dungeon run once.
And that's where we're going to end tonight.
You guys get
You guys.
All right.
Really wonderful episode. I'm so glad you came back and we got to share the second half with us. I'm so glad you got to share, hopefully, both halves with us. We have some shows love, some balloons I need. Oops, that's not the right section. Some balloons I need to talk about. Ages 13, Midnight Sin, Fragment, Heart of Heart Soul, D&D Kid, and many more. The D&D Kid.
Yeah.
Ooh, you don't want to cross the D&D Kid.
No, you do not.
Pew pew.
I love doing this show.
Me too. This show so much.
Every time. Every time.
Thank you for supporting us. Thank you for watching. Thank you for showing your love and giving us, those wonderful cards to enhance the game and change the game and all the balloons. I mean, just being here is really the greatest gift. Thank you so much. I am so indebted. I'm so grateful. And you know what? We're going to be here next week too. Until then,
Yay!
humankind, be both.
Yeah.
No, Milo, it's not tears. Stop looking at me like that. Besides, we have to end the show. Right, wait. It's over. They're already on us. Live. We're live. Hello, everyone. Hello, and why? What is the point of that, J.O.? Why? The show just ended. Oh, goodness gracious. There's so much passion and love and creativity, and then all of a sudden you burn me. Oh, nonetheless, everyone, to all of you who played along and interacted with us throughout this evening, our humble thanks. J.O., my unhumbled thanks to you as well. And thank you to everyone that shared in our adventure. And my respect and thanks to Will DJ 1217, Lurk Fish, Obi-Wan Thicknobi, Voxel Burglar, Newbie Noob New 7, The Common Beast, Breba, Dude the Man, Brr Ice Uggo Dumb Thistle. Not the funniest name I've ever seen, but I like it. Whose viewer submitted Force of Good and Force of Evil cards were used on tonight's show. And don't forget, the Dungeon Rundown, the official Dungeon Run after show, is live every Tuesday night at 6 p.m. Our host, Trisha Hirschberger, sits down with the cast of the show to talk all things Dungeon Run, from community questions and episode recaps to theories, and all of the fan art your mortal brains can fathom. The Dungeon Rundown airs right here on caffeine.tv/The Dungeon Run. Make sure to follow the channel to get live notifications. And of course, join us for The Dungeon Run next week and every Wednesday at 6 p.m. Pacific, right here, as the Dungeon Run continues. Until next week, may the dice roll in your favor.
It started. It started. It started. Started. As a simple dungeon run. As a simple dungeon run.
Let the dice
In a world where magic exists, anything is possible.
Ah, life is pain. Ah, life is pain. Pain, 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 pain.
Meep, I love you. Come back to me. Meep. 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 Meep.
We're falling through space. No plan.
The island of Bingle is safe once again. You may return to your homes. And if there are any that are willing, help them rebuild.
Humankind. Be both.